for another fight night. So today we have Matt Hoole going up against Will Richardson. Commentating will be myself, PG Semi-Auto Magic, and my
me.
compatriot here.
Ooh, that was hot.
Yep.
Hot. Maelstrom also commentating. We're going to try and figure out what the hell's going on here.
Yep.
We tried to get better commentators for you. I apologize.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That was Will.
Yeah, that was
shutting
Richardson.
us down. That is a picture of Cain 3.
No, that's a picture of Cain 2.
I thought Cain 3 was the one with the red kerchief around his neck. Pretty sure that's
I think
Cain
both
3.
of the Cains do.
All right, we'll let
Really?
them talk for like 10 minutes over us.
We don't need to talk.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys just set up your...
All right.
You're going to roll?
First things first, Matt and I have already discussed the table, so welcome to the game night, everybody. This is actually Matt and I's second game versus each other.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a special moment between two War Machine players.
I thought you were going to say lovers there for a second.
Many moons. I believe you kicked my ass.
It's awesome.
I have not recovered.
On clock.
So the great part is that they
clock.
can't hear us.
Yeah.
You obviously have
We
an
can say
eidetic memory.
any
for,
kind of
for
horrific
the
I'm
game.
going to
Okay,
shut
so
the door
things that
so
we
they
have on the table.
super can't hear us.
So I think we've already identified what our terrain is, and we already know what the scenario is. So we have spread the net, which is a pretty live scenario, and in this case, we both have armies that can handle spread the net. I think.
Well,
there's a
I
cable
guess
under
we'll
that
find out. I think
probably
so.
in the
I
hinge.
think mine can spread out a little bit.
So we have house. We've decided already that the edge of the border of the template is going to be
all the way
edge
around.
All the way around. We've got some rubble over here. Trench,
Normally
hill,
there would be a bunch of
obviously
cock
the two
jokes, Connor,
flags, water,
but
hill, forest.
no
is
cock
our
on the table
line of sight
tonight.
blocking terrain in the center of the table, and finally some water.
I
Oh,
do
and
like the
and
warjack that is
wall on the
beating
wall.
up on the.
Yep. But we have not rolled off
Yeah.
the side.
No, this is it.
Let's see who goes first. I rolled a 6. You rolled a 5.
Oh.
So I
So
think
Cain
I will
gets
go
to decide to
first.
go.
Ah.
Oh,
you
he goes
can
first.
Yeah, I think that's going to hurt
Ah.
Matt big time.
Okay, and I'm going to take the side that
I don't
I'm
know.
on.
As a
Okay,
ranged
that's a good
list,
choice. I think
always like
that
to
this
go
side
second
is
because
super.
it forces my opponent
This
to move
makes
up
my
into me,
job
and
a
I
little
get
bit
the first shot.
harder because I'm going to have to figure out ways to get around.
I think with
all the
this
terrain
list in
and with
particular,
this hill in
Matt
the way,
really needs to go
I'm not gonna
first
be
to
able
get the board presence
or
to
sorry, with
feet
this
second
house in the
turn.
way,
Ah,
I'm not gonna be
okay.
able to
If Matt doesn't
as
get to
much as I
feet
need to see
second
should you.
turn,
Yeah.
And you've also got this really nice little line.
Yeah, I'm just going to
He's in a
sit
lot of
right
trouble.
here.
he's going to have to give up
if
board
only I had a
presence
way-
I mean, I'm definitely not
very
going to do
quickly
that.
If only I
to
had
not
a
just
way
get shot off the
to
table.
ignore
Forest, that
force.
would be
All right.
something else.
He's finally
So
remembered
let's
Mage's
set
site.
up.
That would
Yeah.
help
Matt,
him
tell me
last
about your
night.
list while you put it
Well,
on.
on Monday.
Monday.
so
yeah.
this is Zerkova 1. I don't know her real name. But so Legion of Steel is the name of the theme. I guess
he's
should I
taking
tell you what
that
it grants,
side?
I suppose.
Now I
It
have to
gives
change
a
everything.
countercharge to Great Bears, Iron Fang solos, Markov. He's another solo. So a number of solos gain countercharge. I can point those out when we.
It's a
start if
lot
you
of
like.
counter-charging solos.
Yeah. So countercharge. So basically, what I got is I got these dudes, pikemen. So kind of a large infantry unit, and then I'll be running Ulans, 2 min units of
I think
Ulans.
that's another
Thank
bad.
you, Tim Banky. I just wanted to say that I have a lot of respect for you. I listened to your podcast with Sung Soo today, and I thought it was very well done.
I listened to that podcast today too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
good.
this
It's
is
really
his
good
list.
podcast.
So thanks, Tim Banky.
And John Henry.
But yeah, I guess what else do we want to?
Uh,
No, we have Ulans. We have 3 Juggernauts. We have Ragman, and I guess the whole
I
way
don't
that the
see
list is supposed
countercharge
to play
being a huge
the way
issue
that I'm playing
in
it
this game.
is
Will just
Zerkova
wants to
kind of
sit back
clouds up.
and not
She has
move
a feat
anyway.
that really shuts things
Yeah,
down,
so
shuts down shooting, shuts
staying
down
back
charging.
is
is
it's a
kind of-
pretty
yeah.
powerful feat. And I think generally the way I've played
Matt's
it is
gonna
I
have
kind
a
of
hard
cloud up
time
and then move stuff
contesting
up behind
that
it. And then if you move into the
rectangular
clouds, I
zone on
countercharge
Matt's
you.
side, I think.
And well,
yeah,
we'll
if I'm foolish
see
enough
how
to move,
this,
if I'm foolish enough
works.
to move into the clouds. Okay, so in my list I have 3 hunters, which are armor-piercing POW 6s, 4 chargers who get 2 shots, and they're super focus efficient because you can spend 1 focus to double boost both of those shots, which is pretty friggin' amazing.
pretty good.
It's got a squire, and a couple other little doodads. It's got a
They can't see us, so
Arcane
do whatever
Tempest
we want.
Rifleman, who basically
Sorry,
is there to
Connor.
snipe out solos.
George is on the ball. Sorry.
Let me pull up the thing so I'm using
Yes,
the right words.
it
'cause
used
I
to be
have
a Clash of
tendency to
Wills,
use
and now it's
completely the
It's a
wrong
clash
words.
actual
of Matt
clash.
versus Will.
A Gunmage Captain Adept
So,
who is
have
there
you
for
played
Shadow
either of these
Fire
factions
and
before?
to kind of help
I
take out the
played
solos.
Will's
Oh,
exact
okay.
list on
Wire
Monday
to
night.
help,
I was
keep
playing
Cain
Scabarus
not running out of
in
focus.
Scourge of the Broken Coast.
And last
Mhm.
but not least,
Um,
the sort of
This list is of Will's is
fun
really
part
good.
about this
He
list
doesn't give
is
a
that
shit
it
about high
contains
defense. I lost
a full unit
a ton of
of
statistics at depth
what
16
we affectionately
with
call
no real effort on Will's part.
oh darn it, what are
Murder
they called?
ponies?
Murder
Is that
ponies.
what they are?
Yeah. But they're
Yeah.
actually
I
Tempest
really wish I knew
Blazers.
what that was.
They fit into the theme very, very well.
that Matt's phone?
And because they've been
No, it's on the
built
table.
so perfectly, they are the derpiest looking unit. We've got one that just falls over on himself,
There's something getting.
and two that are banking hard to the left.
And we may have to swap.
They
channels
turn
on
real
that spot.
sharp.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
For right now.
I'm going to warn you now. I am going to forget to use the clock for half of this game because I am dead out of practice.
That's okay. It turns out when you countercharge, you're supposed to flip the clock over.
Ah.
I generally forget
Yeah,
to
Will's
flip it
list
back.
also has a lot of
Okay,
armor
so I'm
piercing
going
shots.
to start the clock, and I
which
will
is,
do
four,
is-
three or
yeah,
four?
three
my
or
deployment.
he's got 4 chargers. Are those the ones with the
Right.
No,
hunters?
are
So
the
he's
armor
got
piercing.
3. Yeah, he's got 3 armor
Does,
piercing shots.
does he have ace on that list?
No,
Okay.
he does not. Cain.
So no trick
Cain's-
shot.
Kane's feet turn is going to be rough for Matt though because of basically synergy on
He's got the nice plastic.
on
ones. Mine are
Will's
metal.
battle group.
Mhm.
The way a
including
friggin' ton,
The
Yeah.
the unit.
and the glue
of
comes off all the time.
Oh well, this was pinned,
Cain
not by
and his
me.
buddies.
Mm.
Mhm.
If it was
I have
me,
played a
it
variation on the
probably
list
just would
that
be a
Matt
horse and not a
is
guy on a
playing.
horse.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay,
usually
so I
run
will do my deployment.
a unit
I will
of
start the clock.
Yep.
the
Matt,
Iron
let's have a good
Fangs
game.
Let's
and
do
a
it.
unit of the Black Dragons.
Right.
And
Okay.
what that allows you to do is
So the, of course,
just get a
the-
lot more bodies into zones.
Right.
He's playing the double Ulans, which, while really good and have a lot of output,
We need to fix that.
they don't contest as much.
Oh, and the
Yeah,
hunters
that
have
has to-
long leash.
that has to stop.
It
Just
is
because that's important.
just trying to
Means to
figure
go
out
for it.
which.
This
channel
will
it
be
is.
important later in the game.
It's the second channel.
It's channel 2.
Yeah.
So keep your headphones on. Go over mute 2 and see who disappears.
My goal for everyone listening is
Swell.
that I am going to try to make this whole game without taking a bathroom break.
No, he's got to. We got to
In the
swap
past,
channels.
that has not always been the case. Set reasonable
No,
goals
no,
for
it's
yourself,
on the
right? Is that a
little-
thing?
on the pack, and I'm not exactly sure.
Achievable goals that are based on yourself and not on the other person.
I'll do it. You come and commentate.
I am complete with my. We were on your clock for some reason. So let's go over to my clock.
Cool.
Okay. They're just gonna mute me.
Yep, cool.
They don't want me.
Sorry about that, guys. We just have
in
a
case you were wondering what just
small
happened, Will
technical
was
issue
placing
with
his things
Will's
on my clock.
channel, so we're just going to try and see if we can fix that up because that static bomb in the ear does not feel good. I can imagine it's not any good on your guys' speakers either. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys in the chat can let us know what you think of what's going to happen here. I think it's pretty rough that Matt didn't get to go first. I think is going to be a pretty big issue, but we'll see. Matt is not a terrible player by any stretch of the imagination. He played a game against Chris Orr at TGX and definitely held his own. It came to turn 7, and Chris won by 1 control point. So Matt is no slouch in the game department.
Chickadee. Chickadee.
So we changed channels on Will, so hopefully that'll fix the audio issue.
Okay, and we will.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, I'd like that. That's pretty
That
good.
was like-
So I'll flip it back to you now. So now it's
There
on
we
you.
go. We're pretty damn
On your
close.
Seems better
actual
so far.
clock.
Pretty
Yep.
darn close on our deployment times.
Those packs are wonderful, but they are professional
All right.
packs,
Right.
so they take a little bit of fiddling sometimes to get running.
And we're off.
I'm gonna play a game of form machining.
Is their
which
clock moving?
involves
It is in
tokens
fact
and things,
moving.
so I'm
They
gonna
have
spend
remembered to
time.
hit the clock.
So
Tell
it'll
you
be
what,
interesting
I'll
to
pause
see
it
what
if you
Will
let me
does
pause it
first
and get rid of
turn.
my tokens.
You've
Will
got
hasn't
time to get
played
your tokens.
many
Go
games
ahead.
in 3 months or so.
We have to
So
pause the clock when we get out our
that might
tokens,
work
is what
out
it
in,
is.
in
This
Matt's
is,
favor,
this
where
is
I think he's
official?
This is what we call
disadvantaged
tokening.
list-wise.
Mhm.
I think
'Cause we're both
the amount of
not
games
very
that Matt's been
smart.
getting in compared to Will in the last
And I need a
while
whole lot of
may
focus 'cause
have
I'm playing War
an
Machine
issue to
again
play here.
afterwards.
Yeah, it will
Okay,
be very interesting
I
to
think I've
see.
got enough tokens for now.
Will has
Okay.
always been a decent
I'll
player,
believe you when
Yep.
you tell me what the
Yep.
spells
but
are.
he has a
Okay.
tendency to
I
overcommit.
just,
Yes.
I just do some plays
And
some
it would be
stuff.
it'll be
Maybe
really
die.
interesting to see what happens
Yeah.
because this is a list that allows you to not commit at all.
Right. Yeah. You just get to sit back and
Okay.
shoot all of the
Bit
things,
focus starting
especially with
6.
Mage Sight.
I
It's
am
a
not
huge
going
issue.
to focus
Zerkova is
on
one of her biggest keep me alive specialties is a cloud wall,
Yeah.
which Mage Sight can
What is the
just
threat range on the Uhlans
shut
thing?
down.
It's going to be 13. if
it'll
they
be
charge
interesting
you.
to see what Matt does with the
Speed
clouds
8, but
because
13, I can't
of
go
the
any further than
forest
13.
there. I mean, Will has Mage Sight,
So
which
I
is a 5-inch AoE that can ignore part of that
Pretty
forest and some clouds. So it'll be really
They'll get
interesting to
Pathfinder on
see
the charge, they
how
have
Matt
this
lays
charge.
down his cloud walls.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
it might-
Arcane Rifleman's just gonna run.
It might even behoove him to do something you'd almost never do, which is
The-
split it up,
Yep.
because then Will has to make the choice. He has to
Right.
say, I am going to shoot these things. And even though it might
gonna
completely
run
decimate the cloud wall in front of that guy,
Yep.
it means that he doesn't get sort of
The-
secondary shots on something else.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, what do you think of this deployment? So we've got Matt's got
Matt's
heavy,
heavy
to his,
flanking those Ulans over
yeah,
that
the
one
Ulans
side.
to the left,
Yeah.
where that
so
rubble and
13 on
house
these
is,
guys,
Yeah.
you can't
and
do
he's
any-
just got a
No,
mess
no
of
speed
dudes
boost.
on the
I can give him
right
ghost
Yeah.
walk
With
if I
with his
need
jacks
to.
in the
So you
middle.
get
Now he
free
deployed
stuff.
first, so
But
he
you
didn't
guys
have any
are
actual
They're going to
information.
be speed
Right.
6, so
Which
that
is an issue
on the
sometimes.
charge.
Will, even though he was
No, Matt deployed second.
Oh, Matt
Will went
deployed
first.
second?
Yeah.
Okay. that
Yeah.
I was going to say
Mo- yeah,
that
Moe is
that
speeding them up
explains better why
on defensive
Will
things
is like
and
he
just
is,
defeat.
because
These guys can shield wall. These guys are going to be
uh,
around 19 when they're base
Matt
to base.
has set up
And they will be able
those
to
guys right
run
across from the
16
heavy.
inches.
Yeah.
I think he's hoping that he'll be able to get those guys into combat.
Yeah.
Like just push them down the table.
Yeah.
If they can absorb enough of the
Oh, they don't have Pathfinder.
money shots, for want of a better word,
They don't?
Yeah.
then
they might.
he'll be able to
Yeah, they've got
get up
Pathfinder.
there.
Oop.
See Will sticking that Arcane Tempest rifleman to the house. So the Arcane Tempest rifleman can take that 18-inch shot and just repo 3 inches back behind that house and
Yes.
basically be safe for the entire
Yeah,
game,
the-
probably.
They are amazing. I think he originally wanted to put 2 in the list, but I
Yeah.
think he only owns 1.
Yeah. Luckily for
Okay,
us all.
The
Yeah, that's a nice
Chargers are
spot for
just
that
gonna
guy to
move
sit.
up. They will use their tokens to
Now-
run.
Those ponies are really far up the table.
They are really
they
flanking
were
hard. I'm surprised at that, actually.
I would have thought that he would have run the ponies sort of as a cleanup squad once the other stuff had got in. Because of their electroleaps, I would have kept them just as an outsider. I would have kept them behind the light jacks.
Yeah, and Matt gets to position how he wants against those ponies now, so he can he can stick the jacks in front where the E-leaps aren't going to be as much of an issue.
Mm-hmm. It will be very interesting to find out.
Do E-leaps ignore
Cain
shield wall?
himself and his
They are
crew
not attacks, so yes.
So yes,
are
okay.
gonna go.
Now they're still POW 10, and those gentlemen are,
Right.
I believe, 15?
Base 15s?
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me just check that list.
I think
14. So
Pseudobite,
dice minus 4.
Pseudobite has spoken up in the chat with a prediction that some stuff is going to get shot this game. I don't know. I think that's a bold prediction. I don't necessarily.
With these armies, do you
Cain
think?
ran, so he won't cast anything
I'm not
this round, and
sure I want to put
Does
money
Matt
on
actually have any
I don't know
ranged?
what I would cast other than maybe throw
Does
down
he
a
have
mini
any
Zerkova
ranged?
has
Zerkova
spells.
has a spell.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
sweet. So boop boop boop. The power focus on these guys.
Um,
I think it's just
Then,
Zerkova.
3 jugs, so,
So
nothing
these guys, the
there.
range
Yeah.
is 12 on the Chargers.
Correct.
The range is 14 on the Hunters.
Correct.
None of the Ulans do, none of the
da-da-da-da.
pikemen do.
Speed 6 and speed
No,
6.
he literally
Yeah.
has
Yep.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then Cain
This is
himself
the
speed
literal
7,
shooty
and
into
then he's
melee
got
army
Yeah.
12
match.
Matt has
That's
to
a good question. I
not
believe it was
forget
12.
about
yes,
locomotion
12.
11,
as
12,
well.
19.
And he
Um,
does not have snipes.
Cain
Okay,
3,
and
one
can
of
he use
his
that,
one
he
of
can
his
flicker for 2
other
inches,
things
right?
that just
And then can he use
threatens the entire board is
Okay.
locomotion.
And
So
can
he
use
can get
the,
a jack or
what's the other
two,
spell,
a
the
couple extra
locomotion? Can he
inches
use that on himself?
before they
Just
actually
jacks?
activate, in case he needs. Oh, maybe he needs just an extra inch to aim instead of moving to shoot.
Yeah.
And who's the guy that's got Shadow Fire? That's over.
I
That's-
don't
right?
see
that's
Calamity being an issue in
Also
this
range 12?
matchup. Locomotion,
Range 10.
Flicker may come up at some point.
This guy can Shadow
Mhm.
Fire.
Mage Sight will definitely.
I think it's good. Do you know
Oh,
if
very
Matt
afraid
is
of that
checking for
shadow
things
I
like
am-
No,
I
Shadow
am-
Fire's on this dude.
Okay,
checking
sorry,
for
sorry.
the shadow fire and stuff like
Mhm.
that?
He's got
That's a big deal.
he
Just
can choose
to
two of his
knowing
powers,
where
and he
Shadow
does this.
Fire is just a
he can
great
do
way
something.
to make
So
sure
can
he
do
doesn't
yeah,
die
okay,
top of
sounds
2.
good.
Yes.
So
there's
let's run
there's
this
nothing
jack,
quite
8
like
inches.
shadow firing a colossal and
Yeah.
killing a caster
Let's
behind
run
it.
Behind it,
this
yeah.
jack,
Yeah.
8 inches.
It is
Yeah.
it is
Should
wondrous.
probably be up there.
Putting those two juggernauts together, I assume that's why he was asking what
Let's
had
go.
Shadow Fire,
Mhm.
because
Run with this jack,
parking
4
Zerkova
inches,
in behind those two,
4 inches.
hopefully, hoping maybe that they don't get shot off the table and Zerkova is safe, is
Well-
a good plan, except
I'd
when
say-
Shadow Fire is on the table.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would say that even if they get eaten by the shots,
Yeah.
because it's a Cato Jack, it's gonna take enough shots
So
eating
Right.
into it
Chargers, I
Yeah.
said 10
that
inch on
he'll
them.
be relatively
12
safe.
inches on
Yeah.
each
12
range
inch.
Is Shadow Fire on
and
damage or
power
hit?
13s, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, we had a comment from the chat that these
Hey,
don't
Jarek.
these don't even feel like the same a point cost.
They
list.
don't right now. Give it a turn or two.
Move Zerkova
Oh
to
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Mhm.
Gonna try real
Yeah,
hard not to be shot.
Kador has a lot of models. So I ran Scourge against Will's exact list on Monday. I had 2 units of Styxis Raider plus UA. I
I'm
had
gonna pop.
Ambushing Witches. I had all the solos in the world. And by the time the game was over, I had maybe 3 Styxis left from one unit.
cloud.
Whoa.
And my solos, which I kept back as far as I possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the ones that were camping flags, because I knew he would just pick them off on his turn.
Yeah.
So I needed solos
gonna
to
be
sit back
full
and
focus
just
and using,
constantly replace the dead solo
Tossing
from the
on
flag.
hers, I let her take the
beforehand.
one. Yeah, that one.
Yes, Connor, I definitely used the Sea Witch that you
And,
gave me. Connor was nice enough to gift me with Styxis Raider UA, the Sea Witch with she's holding up a big staff. And he managed to get a
unit
little
up here.
bird
Mhm.
to put
Oh,
on
the
top of the
tuna
staff, so
bird.
it looks like a tuna roll.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was tickled pink by that. I definitely use that every chance I get. Well, seems to be an update on War Room.
Yes, I did that just before cast.
Gonna
Ah.
pop this unit.
Anything important or just... Were there any release notes?
The answer is
So, Matt has placed only 2 clouds.
I'm going to advance.
He's
6
got
inches, and
some
I'm gonna use the
Ulans
running feet,
parked
which will let
directly
them advance
behind
another
those
6
clouds,
inches.
and then
And then
And then ended
some
shield
juggernauts
wall.
directly behind
So
those
you're gonna go
Ulans.
6 inches
He's making a
there.
4-inch wall of, please don't shoot my caster next turn.
yeah.
Same as
That
running the
that
6
does
first.
look like Fort Zerkova
Yep.
that he's building up there.
So
So
Mage
he's
Sight-
He's got
Let's
the
go.
clouds.
Yeah.
So will have to use Mage Sight.
Yep.
And then he's got the front rank, so that they need at least 2 Shadow Fires.
Yeah.
to
How many
dig
Shadow
that
Fires does Will have in this list? Is it just one?
He's got one from the Adept, the Gun Mage Adept Captain,
Okay.
and then
Maybe.
one from one of the Hell Slingers Shadow Fire.
So,
So
he's
he's
got
got
2
at
Shadow
least
Fire
2.
shots. So he could shoot one of those Ulans and then the Juggernaut behind it, and clear a line if he really feels that the assassination victory is in hand.
Mm-hmm. Though the thing is, he's got that Shadow Fire so spread out, he'll never be able to dig
Oh,
too deep right now.
Okay, that's interesting. Will did place first.
Yeah,
but
so
it's
he
interesting that you wouldn't, I guess, deploy the 2 Shadow Fires central on the table, because that's typically where the enemy's caster is going to go.
Mm.
To have the ability to just get 2 shadow fires right down the center.
I was actually on Monday playing
This guy
Scorn,
here.
Mm-hmm.
and I found with the Supreme Guardian and a unit of Immortals
Run with
holding a
these
flank,
guys.
I could play my caster heavily to one side.
Right.
And
Here.
it's a very new feeling for me. When every time I've played Kador, I really wanted that caster in the middle
Right.
so that they could reach out and touch something.
Yeah.
I think
Behind.
Well, yeah, and I think with a small battle group, you can definitely do that.
now, is it just me or are those ponies going to have a field day next turn?
Ponies are going to have a field day.
So if
The
he's
only
going here-
thing, I think he's forcing Will to put Mage Sight in a position where
She'll need
Ragman's
line of-
he
she'll need
needs.
line of sight.
He's either going to
Yeah.
take out some things with those ponies and miss an entire other side, or those pikemen are going to be breathing down his neck next turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have to deploy that
into here.
Mage Sight directly in front of the pikemen, or directly in front of those Ulans. And it kind of forces a tough decision, I think, on Will's part.
Okay,
All right.
that's all my peeps.
Now,
All right, so
I think
these
it's very
guys
interesting
have
that
shield wall,
he's
they
got
ran, so they don't
Markov
have it? They
So
get
they
it-
have
they have it
the
automatically.
base to
over
base.
by the
It's like
Ulans
iron
instead of
wall
down
or whatever
by
it
the
is.
So they go up to
pikemen.
19.
Yeah, so
Oh.
they're base
Markov
17 or
hands
19 right now.
out Tactician.
Oh, okay.
So normally when I'm playing him, I like to
It's
keep him
feet
near
turn, ladies and
the
gentlemen.
unit
Oh.
of the big guy.
Will's feeding already.
Okay.
Damn.
So,
Okay, Will sees something then.
and they're up to 18s, correct?
Yeah, so
did
armor 18 on
Zerkova
these guys
feed
and
with
shield
those
wall.
2
I don't
flags?
believe.
I don't think so.
No, I don't believe she did. I would see a bottom of 2 feet for Matt, but I feel like it might.
So if we go to the whiteboard here, it looks like Will is trying to get these 2 guys just
So
removed.
basically, what I'm
Yep.
going to try to do
Then
here
place Shadow
is
Fire
clear
And
on
then-
as
one,
much as
one or
possible
2 of those
Yeah.
in my
jacks.
face hole.
Yeah, I think he's just going to go straight in here,
It's interesting that
And then just-
Zerkova is not sitting
right-
in that trench.
right at Zerkova.
I'm not sure why Zerkova's not in the trench. Maybe
I
there's
think
a
he's trying to
threat.
keep it back.
Maybe there's a threat
So,
length there that we're not aware of.
so he can
So
shoot
you
that
think the
guy.
threat on Zerkova there is going to be longer?
I'm just wondering if there was a threat from Will
She's gonna be able to
that
take
placing her behind the trench was better than
flag.
putting her in the trench on.
Okay. alright, Cain.
Zerkova
Actually, let's
is
do the
this
Should be
model
right
here.
there.
Because the murder ponies are going to get in the way in a second. So she's going to move.
Yeah. This will be interesting feet turn. I don't know if there's enough targets,
She's going to move right up to the flag.
unless Will is
It's gonna
going
go-
directly for an assassination top of 2.
Out of Cain's way.
He might be. That is kind of Kane's rezone Detra.
Yep.
And he
Chargers
he-
and hunters start to die fairly quickly
Yeah.
when they get engaged.
Oh yes, yeah, and I think his big problem is going to be if he does not.
Yeah.
Those
Kane's gonna
3
feet.
Ulans
Yep.
are literally going to charge
He's gonna
into
spend
all
Yeah.
of his even if they have to run,
Yeah.
if they can eat
Just to
up,
engage. Yeah.
if they can eat
It's
up
like Jason stole my
2
feet token.
Oh, I totally stole Will's feet token. I'm using it to open my beer bottles.
yeah, if he can here comes the mage sight.
So he's got to remember that he's got to keep that completely within 14
stick to
inches
measure?
because of the squire.
14 inches? Sure, yeah.
Matt's calling for a stick.
Which is always a good idea when it comes to stuff like this.
Absolutely. I would never move a huge base without a stick now.
Looks like I'm
Oh.
slightly out of range, so we
Oh.
will.
Did you
do-
move his max distance, or was it?
No, he didn't.
Will
move his
needs to
max
remember
Because
that
I'll
he's
let you
got
slide him
flicker
forward.
there as
Okay,
well.
Yeah, we'll just.
Oh, I think Matt's letting him push him a little
Okay.
further.
So that gives me plenty.
As always, when you play games on this channel,
Unfortunately,
Yep.
these are
Cain's
not
not gonna be
tournament
able to
games.
shoot anything.
No, definitely
I don't
not.
think.
No matter how much this might look like a tournament stream,
Yeah,
these are not tournament
These are not,
games.
no. This is evidenced by our
Oh,
commentating.
wait, he's got a couple of ones.
Yeah, if we wanted real commentators,
He'll,
we'd actually
he'll
get a
shoot a
guess.
couple
on
of
it.
Yeah, we
ones.
would.
Let's get some dice to do that with.
Yeah.
Seems
Matt
like a
did let him
decent
push
idea to
forward,
shoot
but
with dice.
Will also has flicker, which
So,
could get him that extra.
We got hashtag sportsmanship.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Mage Sight costs 2. We will do Witch Mark on an Ulan. What's their
They're
I
div
love how he's
12
using
right
the
now.
Signar feat token
Div
and the
12
Merc's
army.
focus.
we're gonna Witch Mark this
Well, that's
Ulan.
Cain 3, right?
Oh,
It works
So
for
we
both.
spent 1 to boost.
he's witch marking me.
I'm a
You're a 9,
Iron
so
Fang.
you should hit on a 3.
Yeah.
hits.
Can you still miss on triple ones? I don't know.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
He can't hear us.
No.
We got to remember
and
that.
then we will
You
spend
definitely can, Matt.
3. I should have
Now, is
taken-
this guy that you're targeting?
And interesting,
Yeah,
I'm
should
wondering if
Yep.
Matt called for the
So we'll
stick.
spend
So there was a
3
game I played with Matt the other
to
day
put
Mhm.
down
where he was like, I was activating my
cool.
stalker. And
Yep.
he was like,
I
my
made
caster
one
is
mistake on
just
this, which
outside
is I
13
should've,
inches of your stalker. I was like, oh, okay. So I took a stick and I measured
It's
it.
all 1 unit. Eh?
No.
Oh,
yes, it is.
no.
No, his
Oh, and I
caster
gotta do the
was
damage.
definitely within, just within. But the
Cain
bases
is
were
a power
definitely
12.
touching
But then you can cast the spell
of the
before
13
it hits,
inches.
I'll
or
have
is
to
it
I was
do
like,
just
that
well, that's
after,
your
but
intent.
it's
You
on
can
hit.
you can move
7
back.
kills?
Yeah.
But
7 kills.
always, for things like this, try to grab a
4,
stick.
5, 6
Yeah.
won't do it. He'll take his second shot.
So,
he's just
a
picking
little-
off some
Yes.
Ulan or some
Little birdie
pikemen.
told me
Now,
that we might
now
have
two
some sticks
last,
coming
right?
out
So
soon.
5 kills?
Hopefully. That's the plan. If
Nope.
my laser guy would get
So we're
back
now at
to me with,
+2.
with an answer. He's a busy fella.
He is.
This guy will shoot at the
He just
same
got a new
one.
toy as well. He's got a
Why
3D
do
I
you-
printer.
saw that
Pikeman.
Form
Pikeman,
3.
sorry.
Oh my
Why the
god.
heck
Yeah.
not? He did not stand still. He's an 8, 9, 10 right now.
So does Will have a solo
So
on
I
that
need-
Yeah,
flag
not
already?
double
Is
ones.
That is one of Kane's unit, I believe.
That's not
Which
double
is
ones.
not a
It's
solo.
not his-
Shoot,
I
man.
No,
should
he
be
can't
using
score
sorry,
with
should
that.
be
I don't
choosing
know
his-
if
The
he's
type of shot.
he
has
only
thought
does
of
brutal
that.
damage.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
To be honest, I think he's
They don't
thinking
have
of them
no,
as
they don't.
solos that go with Kane,
Yeah.
as opposed to a Warcaster unit.
Yeah.
So if he tries to
that
score
is
that,
going
we'll
to
have to
kill
flag him.
him.
We
No.
will have to
But
flag him.
outside of
Flag
that,
on the play.
This guy no longer has shield wall.
or play on the flag.
Yes.
In this case.
Unfortunately for Will, that's needlessly
She's
putting
an
one
8,
of his
as
unit
well, goes up to a
in
10 with
in
calamity.
danger of dying.
Yeah, I'm the only one right now who's certainly going to be at War Machine
So
weekend.
she
I'm hoping
really
to
I'm
maybe
hoping-
get
double
Will.
ones,
Yeah,
which I'm
that's-
rolling
Hopefully-
on
Hoping to get a
one.
passport.
I was going to
She
say,
goes
I'm
up
going to
to
have to
power
literally
13.
drive you to the
This guy.
passport office.
My
to get one.
financial situation at the time.
So he's
will
arm
be the
14,
biggest,
so kill him.
Yeah,
so-
we can
Yeah.
make it
He's
pretty.
gone.
So Will started picking
And
off
she'll take a
pikemen.
second shot. Oh, would have been brutal damage.
Doesn't
Yeah, it's
matter.
fine.
They're single
Same thing on
single
the next
wound.
guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
so his arm's 16 right now. Yeah, that's a
Hits.
kill.
And no recursion. So they're just going to go away.
It's funny how many
16
times
right
Will
now is his
decided to
armor.
use brutal damage.
With
on
minus
Satix's
2,
Raiders.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, they're
If you
arm 12.
if
They
you
have
go
no
for
boxes.
If you can hit a
There you go.
Satixis Raider, it dies.
Yeah, it's squish squish.
2 down. 3 down.
Sorry, these guys should be touching. They're just pikes are kind of odd.
Okay.
Yes, the pain that we all feel when we're playing any unit. that
Any
has
really unit
whips
with shield wall,
or-
yeah,
Well,
This
anything that
can
you
go-
want to be base to base that has
fucking wings. Or
wings or
Change,
flag.
change.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm playing against a new guy in
Yeah,
our
you
meta,
have the
Andrew.
power up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he is going nuts.
With the Seraph
with
and
the
the Nerf.
Seraph and the Nerf.
Yeah.
And he's like, now that I've bought a second one,
All right,
I have
so
a
he's gonna
magnet.
power
I
up
have
'cause
a head and a
it's
tail,
all of his
and I'm just going to
shots.
magnetize them together
shots
and
do
put
you
them on a
have?
base. And he's like, I'll just have a
So
Seraph with
he'll
no
shoot
wings.
this one.
Just a
Actually,
head and a
he'll shoot
tail.
the one in the stick,
Amazing.
Sure.
'cause that makes better.
So
Yeah, Sudabite,
so
I
you
think
are
at
def-
least a couple of us are
So,
going to be at the tower.
def,
I know
12.
I'm planning on
But
being
if
I'm
they're
hoping
minus
to.
two, then they're just
That'll be
def 10.
awesome.
hoping
If you want to
to.
ride,
So
If
I
you're
believe
aiming-
with,
I can
yeah,
drive.
'cause I believe
Yep.
with Calamity.
Def goes down by 2.
definitely
fan
a
art.
caster
So
draft
double
tournament
ones
sounds like
misses.
a ton of fun.
and
Yeah,
then
I'm
he
gonna
goes
whip my
3,
cock
so-
out. That'll be
Oh.
awesome.
Oh
Ooh.
man, it's a power.
That was definitely a
16.
hit.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
655.
He's dead. Now we just take him out.
Yep.
It's this guy in the middle you shoot?
Yep.
He wants to get
So
rid of
now
that
we'll
shield wall.
shoot,
Yep.
This guy.
So he's going to have 2+ defense because of the hill, but I think
Doesn't
So
matter.
that
It puts him
brings
up to
you down
14.
to
it puts me at 12 again, and you're
Oh,
I'm-
back up to 12. yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a 6, 7, 8, 9
so
So
3.
3.
hits and
And the
same
damage, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. The comment earlier about the the army sizes don't look the same.
Yeah.
We're quickly seeing the top of 2 how quickly that changes.
Yeah.
thing. These guys can countercharge. This guy can countercharge.
She can countercharge. This guy can countercharge too over here. So is this guy.
Now, Zerkova is very interesting.
And so can the Great
Mhm.
Bear.
She's kind of
You're
far
right, but I need-
back,
so I just need to say
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think she is within his bubble.
Right.
within Markov's bubble.
Okay.
So I believe that she could countercharge out through her own guys.
Right.
And she has a weapon master blasting pike. So if he can get
Yeah,
that crit,
proxy
he
that
can
just to
knock
show
down.
Are you thinking
what do need,
Markov?
a medium?
No,
I've got a medium if
Yeah,
you want.
great.
Skarova.
Oh, Skarova has a really.
Just wanna make
Well,
sure I'm
all
not doing
Ulans have a blasting pike.
countercharges.
Okay.
It's just
That's-
hers
they
is a
can't
weapon
see
master.
me,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
so-
behind the forest.
Markov has a special blasting pike that not only does knockdown, which is what everybody else's does,
Right.
but he can do an AoE.
Yeah.
So if you're going into like Satixis or something, you can smack a
So,
jack and
Target
then
that guy?
Sure.
pop around
So
it.
he's
Right.
just Def 12 normally.
'Kay.
Arm 15, 5 health boxes.
So that's the Kovnik then.
So 12. He doesn't have calamity.
Who's he shooting
so
at
I'm
right now?
6, 7, 8, 9 because of the.
He's
plus
shooting at the
3.
Kovnik at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay.
hits.
Hits.
That's definitely
Man,
hit.
Will's
his
rolling
shot
them
is a
hit rolls.
15,
Holy hell!
so
Not that he
six,
really
so
needs
six
to,
times.
but
So it's dice plus 1 and a 5. What?
5
Yeah,
boxes.
He is
Whoa.
going to. Let's see if he toughs. He
And
does
tough
not have
check.
tough. He's gone.
One down.
Or
And
no
we'll take
tough.
out one
No
of the
tough.
Great Bears back there.
'Kay.
What's theirs? Step 12?
Yeah,
No,
same
they
thing.
do
Okay.
not.
Hits.
Yeah.
Their armor is.
Is
Skarova has that
16.
amazing
So
ability where
straight
she
dice.
just
Straight
doesn't
dice. 5 health
freaking
boxes.
die.
Oh my
Oh.
God!
Tough roll on this one though.
Somebody check Will's
See
dice.
here, 5 or 6, 6 toughs,
6
and then
toughs.
he's knocked down. Keep going. I'll just dig
Yep.
for a token here.
So they're done. I'm going to move Squire up so that he's face to face with Cain.
So we've seen the bottom half of the table. I think we're about to see the top half of the table do the intent of the
Okay.
feat here.
Yeah. So he's checking to see who can get in there. It's interesting. What I suspect
we'll
he's
do
going to
the
try and
Arcane
do
Gun
is
Sniper
the
over here.
models up by the
He'll
by the
just-
Is he in
small
range of the
house.
feet?
Yep.
No,
he
he's
doesn't
not- he
gain
doesn't
for
get
anything.
anything.
He's going
Okay.
to
So he's just
try
aiming
and
at-
get rid of the Ulan.
Yeah.
So
And
he's
then
going
if
to
he can,
stand
he'll
and
shadow fire the
aim,
jack
and he'll shoot
Yep.
so that
the
he has
dude
line
on
of
the
sight
end.
back to
Yep.
Zerkova.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yep. So he goes up to a 10, I believe.
So-
9.
Do you
he's at
think Will's going
13.
for the assassination
So,
here, or is
4 to
he
hit.
using Cain's feet to do extra
Hits it.
damage on those
and
jacks?
I will
Knowing
power 10,
Will,
you're an armor
I
up.
suspect the
19.
assassination.
I will just
Yeah.
choose to do
What
it.
he should be doing
Is
i-
the
is
the jacks?
is the jacks.
Yeah, because if he doesn't focus fire on those jacks, he's gonna the next couple turns.
He's going
Get
to
rougher.
really regret it.
Yeah.
They are way.
So
they are
our
basically
leader is going
invincible
to
to those
be
horses that are at the
super
front,
derp,
Yeah,
and
because he's wicked
they are
identifiable.
Very nice.
plenty hard enough to hit.
Yeah.
So you have no countercharge over there.
Countercharge.
She can see within.
Yeah, if you
But she's on
if
the
you-
other side
if
of the
you touch
forest.
this forest, I think
Yeah.
if you end there, then she can see you. If you're over here, then she can't.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. So they've got a movement 9 and
And just watch the 2-inch reach on the pikes.
so 1,
Bringing up those horses to try and get those e-leaps
yeah,
2.
into things.
yeah. I mean, if he hits with each of those horses,
Yeah.
that unit quickly
Let's see.
starts
So
to
I'll
just
do aiming
evaporate.
on
Mhm.
these two.
Is he going to try and e-leap the Ulans? They're arm 17 when they're next to each other, and that's not a shield or anything.
Oh no, that's just
No, it's just if they are next to each other. Let me read it out so I'm not.
yeah.
They have Wall of Steel. While this model is in base space with one or more models in its unit, it gets plus 2
Okay,
arm.
so we'll
I'm not
start
sure
with
if
these
Will
two.
remembers
We're-
that his
they're
feat
gonna
only
do,
applies to battle
Thunderbolts
group as
on
well.
you.
Okay.
So
Pretty sure.
Tempest Blazers are rat 7.
Sure. So these guys are at -2 at
Yep.
10, so you need 3 to hit.
3
This
to
guy's
hit.
shooting him.
Hits.
Hits.
So it's battle group.
And so it's POW 10,
Yeah.
but
so
you're -2 armor.
so 7 kills.
7 kills.
Why would he be -2 armor?
That'll do
Which
it.
mark?
That'll do it.
One
Oh,
down,
which
and
mark?
then it
Of course.
arcs.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, so it just
okay.
yeah,
Yep,
it's
that one. Yep.
lightning, whatever it is.
So it arcs to the nearest guy, which would
Yep.
be this
So
guy.
POW 10, I need a 7 to kill.
Yep.
That'll do it.
Well, so this
5,
guy
6,
actually has
7.
health boxes. Did you want to change your target, or do you want?
I can't change
Yeah,
the target.
okay.
It would have been whoever's closest. So.
You're right.
one damage?
So
So he
that's
takes
one-
1 damage. So
one
he has 4
damage.
left.
Okay, the second one. I feel like I want to kill the leader.
You
Okay,
don't.
second one's going to shoot.
So officer and leader.
Okay.
but- The
And-
officer is the one with the 5 health boxes.
Let's kill the officer. because I think that'll get rid of a couple of your. Oh, you've already used your mini.
I've
feat.
already used the mini feat.
He allows them
Yeah.
tactician though.
No.
No,
No.
that's tactician comes from this guy.
Okay.
What he
Okay,
gives them
so,
is
he'll
relentless
shoot
charge.
leader,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then
Which is
we'll do brutal
tactics.
damage.
So
So to hit.
not granted.
Three's
So yeah,
So it doesn't
stays.
matter?
Yeah.
That's
Really
definitely
would've been
a
really
hit.
good damage, and 3 dice. So I need
So he's at
7, 8, 9, 10 to kill.
Why is he getting
Okay.
3 dice?
That will not do it.
did you break armor? No, because you're a POW 10, right?
So same thing. This guy's going to shoot that guy,
Okay, yep.
I don't know why he's getting
'Cause
this.
this is
that
touching both
Cain's feet,
bases.
or is that which
and
one?
No.
he stood and aimed.
Yep.
So he goes
Does
up
he think
to a
that's
9.
Cain's
And this is a 13,
Oh, brutal damage maybe? No.
Hits.
Yeah, it's brutal
Hits.
damage.
and he's shooting
Ah.
this guy.
Yeah, he's
Brutal
choosing
damage.
brutal
Yeah,
damage.
sorry.
Oh, brutal
Instead of
instead of
elite.
elite.
So
Instead of
19.
elite.
So I need 10s to do anything.
Which is probably
Yep.
smart.
He's kept the
That's
rest of
gonna
those
be
horses
10,
quite
1 damage.
far
1
back,
damage.
and I'm very surprised.
Second aimer.
That
May as well
he's
do that guy.
aiming
so he goes
into
up to a
those
9,
jacks.
Same
there's
target,
13.
or
Yeah,
into the
same target.
Ulans.
4
Mm.
is a hit.
Hits.
Brutal damage.
It's going to be
He's
9,
maybe trying to
10,
get
so
rid
you're
of a
1
few.
damage.
Trying to get
And
rid of
the
an
last
Ulan or
dude,
two to maybe.
You can't
we'll
do that
shoot
with the ponies.
and hope for better.
Ponies won't kill
No.
Ulans.
No.
No, he's rolling 3
Hits.
dice with
Yep.
brutal,
Right.
and he's getting 1 damage or
Yeah,
2
that's
damage.
true.
Just to
Yeah.
spike.
Will might not
that's
have
Like, he can
realized
spike.
the armor on those
okay,
things.
so he's alive by 1.
Yeah, so even with him spiking,
They're gonna
Yeah.
repo
6-5
the hell outta
essentially,
there,
Yeah.
he
'cause
did
that seems like
what,
a
3
really good
damage?
idea right now.
Yeah.
so, and now they're going to GTFO.
Yes,
he
they're
has
going to
just
repo the
realized-
fuck out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Repo
Big-
5 on those things is really obnoxious,
Yep.
especially when.
Ooh, there's a TV over there with us on it. It has my name.
Matt has just.
Matt's starstruck by Matt.
Yep.
So
I know I am.
Yeah, me too.
gone. Not quite. So this guy's gonna have to move forward. He's gonna toe the zone.
Yep.
He's going to shoot.
Just want to say hi to Chris Aubin.
Targeting injured guy.
Oh,
Target. the
Aubin has
injured
joined
dude.
us. Excellent.
So boost spends his things
Right,
to boost.
makes sense. So what do you need to hit? He's a 13.
He's a 9 right now.
Sorry, I've been saying 13. They're 12. Not that you've missed a shot,
I haven't
but they're
missed
12.
it. I don't think. So 9.
When
so
you
I
are
need
playing Kador,
Can't
most
miss.
lists
So
have
multiple ones.
identical
So
stats.
POW 15.
Yeah.
So
I
like
felt the same
all
way
three,
playing
so
trolls.
dice off
All the
3.
Ulans are the same
Face off 3 on your
stats.
3 die.
You know, all the jacks are basically the
is
same
enough
stat.
to kill him.
That's
there you
one
go.
down.
He's gone.
That'll do it.
They
When you
finally
roll
killed
6,
that
6,
one
3, then it doesn't matter.
And
Yeah.
he'll shoot the second guy.
That makes sense.
Hits.
And then dice off
minus
3.
3.
3 damage.
3 damage. Not enough.
That
to
is
kill.
an unhappy
was-
shot.
Really good for me.
Yeah, it really was. Having those Ulans alive is really important.
That helps, yeah. It's going to be Matt's next. Matt's turn coming up is going to be if he survives.
Do I have
yeah.
a line of sight
Connor, Matt is a hool of a guy. Yes, he
on that
definitely
son
is.
bitch?
Who is he taking a shot
I
at?
do. So
Oh,
the question is,
what do
do I
you?
this dude?
This is because of the mage site.
Yeah.
Because the mage site, I think it's if the model's inside the mage
No, I
site.
can see
No.
through forests when it comes to line of sight.
No, whatever's on top
Oh,
of it.
okay. Like if you
That's-
place the
Yep.
sick.
So I'll
So
I'll
he's going
read
to
it
take a
out.
shot
That
at
May
Markov.
not have realized exactly
Yeah,
how
I
mage
don't-
site works.
I don't think so.
when a model is within the AoE model, spellcaster battle group ignore forest and cloud effects when drawing. Oh,
Oh.
so he's not in the AoE.
Right.
Oh,
Oh.
maybe we didn't
Did you-
realize
you
how
can
mage
redo this
site
more.
works.
You're right.
Holy shit!
Um,
I just always trust Matt. I guess now. If there's a rule.
I get the feeling that we should read our
So
cards.
this guy
Yeah.
can be targeted.
Wow.
Yeah, and I really
So-
should have thought that out because I thought I could just.
Yeah, I'll let you redo his, because he was just behind that wall, right? You
It's
could
all
just
right. It's all right.
okay.
That's how. Yeah,
Um,
Because I don't want you to shoot him,
unfortunately
so
for
you
me,
can-
that's how
No,
we
no,
played
we're-
it on
we're
Monday.
definitely gonna shoot him. Unfortunately, it just means I can't shoot your.
So, shall we
uh,
read
trick-
Mage
your
Sight?
big guy.
Yeah,
for
let's
the
bring
cast?
that up
Shoot.
because holy hell.
That seems like
okay,
a thing that we should
'cause
know
featuring
when
is
Cain
how I
3
killed
is
it.
out there.
So he'll
So read
shoot,
us out Mage
this
Sight.
dude.
Yes.
Place a 5-inch AoE completely within the spellcaster's control range. While a model is within the AoE, models in the spellcaster's battle
I
group
won't
ignore
boost a
forest
hit
and
'cause I
cloud
go up
effects.
to a 10.
So
You're a
you need a
13.
model within the
I'll boost a
AoE.
hit.
So
I wanna
he
boost
he's
yeah,
a
that's
focus
boost damage.
6
yeah,
or
so
7.
don't roll the double
6.
one.
So
But he has a squire.
And
So
what-
it's
for
14.
two.
Oh,
So
this
for
guy will
14
boost
inches,
damage
so
on
he can
two
drop
half
it
your
on
armor?
something 14
Yep,
inches
which
away.
drops
But
it
that
down
means
to 'cause
he
he's
has to have
17, so
Cain
it drops it to
within
9
14
plus 2
inches
is
Yeah.
11.
of what he wants
Okay,
to
And
kill.
that's
so
dangerous.
Power 6
Well,
up
this
3s
really
to 9,
changes
Oh,
six
yep.
minus
Zerkova's
2.
next turn.
Yeah, it really does.
is enough.
Because
to
if he
pop
can
him.
keep Zerkova 14 inches away and
Yep.
still be affecting the board, that means that, or 15, 14 and a
Right.
half, that means Zerkova is safe with the cloud wall.
So how is Will picking up things behind that cloud wall right now?
He wasn't. The two Ulans
Oh, okay.
were touched by the,
Oh,
By
they're
the 5
touched by the 5-inch.
yeah.
Hits.
But it's they
3
were.
and
Oh,
what
okay.
were you?
Right.
10.
So the 5-inch
Yep,
AoE
you
was
got
on those
Yeah.
two Ulans, so he
Yeah.
could see them behind the
He
cloud.
could see those too.
And we'll boost the damage.
But
Yeah,
that
means
means
that he
those-
can't touch those jacks.
He can't touch those jacks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Dead.
Whoa, God, did you see
Really
that
did.
roll?
No.
665.
He's been rolling hot fire.
Yeah.
Hot fire.
May I recommend a set of Moosemachine dice?
Yeah.
They are apparently broken as shit.
I wonder if he got them made the same place that Combo Smite got theirs
Yeah,
made, because
that's
my
it.
Combo Smite
Yeah.
dice also roll like hot fucking fire sometimes.
I've often thought about changing our logo to a white square just so we can mill out the
Okay.
6 side
All
on
the
all
weight
of
on
the
that side.
dices. So all the weight's on the one.
On the one, yeah. Big logos, everybody. Big logos.
Big dense logos.
fucking square.
Just a white square.
Yeah.
Change our name to the Surrender Cast.
Hits.
Gets him.
So now that I know how Mage
we
Sight
supposed to
works,
boost
I
it
feel
as well.
way more advantaged into that
But
match.
that is
Yeah.
still- That's why I was standing by, 'cause I needed
Surprisingly,
three.
I am
So
now
15,
less
16,
worried about
So he's
that.
17 right now, and then
Yeah,
so,
I think this
Plus
turned
minus
into a
one.
match all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
That's another
Shoot,
dead
man.
one.
Now,
Well-
it doesn't matter
And
if all
last
you
one?
do
Oh,
roll
yeah.
is 5,
Oh, you
5,
get 2
6,
shots with the hunter?
because
Yeah.
it just shoots that.
My
Oh,
God.
not a hunter. That's
of those
Oh, it's a
it's
charger.
It's another charger.
Oh, okay.
It's just an old version of one.
Got it.
Hits.
Oh, yeah, he's got an old tiny
Minus
charger.
one.
Because
Ooh.
he has to
It's
have 4
gonna
of them.
be
Six.
Just
You
enough to
got
kill
him.
that last Ulan.
Okay.
Man.
I feel like we've
That hurts,
done
man.
pretty
That's that
good on the
charger he
feet turn
flanked
here.
with.
So both min units of Ulans are gone off the board.
I cannot believe the other one did. Now, the charger might be the most efficient light jack in the game.
Yeah, it is super efficient. I played against one of those on Monday. I was like, the output that thing can get, especially with Cain's feet, building up synergy on it,
Yeah.
is impressive.
Yes. And this is his feet turn, so
Woo,
he does have that
man.
synergy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and
Yeah,
that's
how
the
about
turn.
that?
Okay, so Matt
So,
turns
I'm gonna
now.
get
Matt's
some
got some
focus.
things to do.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. Wow, that was bad.
You're not wrong, Matt. You're not wrong.
Playing
was really
against a
hoping
caster
we
for
won
the
two of these
first
guys
time is
live.
always
That
a bit
would've
of a lesson in,
nice.
oh shit.
Yes.
Okay, let's
Especially
see
when
what
it's
happens
a caster that can just shoot you off the fucking board.
That was my
As
best
much
feet
as
turn yet.
it's
That was-
a
that's pretty
this
good.
is a open information game,
Yeah.
Okay.
there is no replacement for actual
Actual
experience.
knowledge, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, not just knowledge, experience. There's a
Yes,
big
yeah.
difference. You can read a card all day, every day,
True, yeah.
but until you feel that
Yep.
14 inches of reach out and touch someone, you're not prepared.
Yeah.
Can I borrow your 8-inch stick?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
I feel like I've got an old set of sticks I need to give Matt.
Yes, you do.
So you got
He needs a set of 6 for sure.
No.
I keep giving them away, though.
I can
Oh,
run the 8
it's almost
inches
time
'cause
for me
speed
to
right.
buy a
up.
set
So
of
that's what I was
WTC
measuring.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
there
is.
we go.
If I charged, I have a charge of 8 inches.
So Matt needs a
I'm
plan here. He's way down on attrition, and it's not going to get any better.
Yeah, he has to push in deep.
Okay. Let's see
Now,
here.
those
I'm gonna try
Iron
real
Fangs
hard
can
not to
do
listen to those
work.
guys in the background
Yes.
mumbling away.
Skarova can definitely do work. And he's got Ragman close enough that if he runs Ragman into that forest,
Yeah.
those 2-inch reach Dark Shroud applications are going
Yeah.
to be important.
Yeah.
Those guys are all POW 13.
Yep.
With Dark Shroud, that's POW
You guys can't do
15.
with anything with
Chargers are
focus,
only
so you
def
don't want 'em.
are
Mm.
armor
He is
16.
speed.
So
think it's gonna
charging
be-
dice minus 1
Speed
is
7
not
on
bad.
Cain.
Yeah, he needs to get Ragman in a place though where he's not going to block things too. That's the
Well,
problem
that's why I
always-
said the middle of the forest,
Right.
because he's not going to block. There's nothing in Matt's army that wants to be
Right.
in a forest.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah.
So if he can use the forest as, if I'm close to this forest, I
Yeah.
get bonuses.
Yeah, because
Then-
he's got a It's got what, a 3-inch from depth field, then the base size, and then another 2 inches.
with those.
Mhm.
See,
So he's got like a 5.5 inch.
What you love Ragman for is that reach. If I could
Oh,
take
yeah.
it in my Immortals list,
Yeah.
I would be all over that.
Oh, I have
they all
Ragman
have
in my
reach.
What I'm gonna do
Statixis
is I'm
list
gonna run my
exactly for
Juggernaut,
that
so I'm
reason.
just
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
up here. I
Yep,
just
Because
measured
you can
that 8
apply it
inches.
depth field
So
everywhere.
Clog
Yes.
up that,
Yeah.
Clog up
charger?
that. Yeah. Well, I don't think he makes it quite within reach, within the 1 inch of him. But
Oh, he's only
he's
got
only
1
1 inch. Yeah.
Oh,
So
no,
he's
he doesn't.
otherwise that'd be so nice.
So I think
Let's see here.
I'm wondering if Matt's thing now isn't just to run everything forward and pressure.
Yes. Well, that's what he's doing with the Jacks.
Yeah.
It's an 8-inch run on that
I
jack.
think he has to, yeah, for sure.
And the problem with taking pot shots at his caster behind a cloud wall in a trench
Yeah.
with a hunter
Yeah.
is, even if you can see through the clouds, you're probably going to miss
Well,
him.
and this is
And you can or
definitely
cannot
Matt's feet
locomotion
turn.
Cain?
I think it would
Cannot
be a good
locomotion
idea for
Cain,
Matt
can
just to
only flick.
run Zerkova and feet.
His threat is
Can't run and feet.
12,
You can't run and
13,
feet? I thought
14,
feeding was an anytime thing.
It is,
21.
but in the feed text, it specifically calls out running.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh, that's
Have
rough.
you been cheating?
No, I've never actually done that,
Okay.
but I thought that was a thing you could do.
No, unfortunately, feats are one of the things that are specifically
Jeez,
called
yeah,
out.
that's really unfortunate then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, the standard thing is to feat and then fail charge.
Yeah, I think that's what he needs, that extra distance.
Oh, you see where he wants Zerkova.
Yeah.
That's where he wants Zerkova. Over here behind this jack?
Yeah,
Yes,
and-
that is a
and he's
better
gonna
place
wanna
for
put up-
Zerkova.
He's going to want to put up some clouds there for
They're
sure.
totally forgiving I have access to all the jack removal. Although I've got to get shit up there, which
Okay,
It doesn't
so
matter
I
if he
should
has
decide
access to
these
jack
out, okay.
removal if Zerkova's non-shooting feet bubble is
So
affecting those jacks.
Yes.
notice
Yeah, Zerkova's
gonna
feet, just
run
being able to say you
Not
cannot shoot.
within
jack
14
forward
inches.
to here,
And most of those jacks shots are exactly 14 inches,
I'm
which
then going
means
to
Who
you don't get to shoot.
who doesn't?
Oh, wait, no, he would get to shoot. So if he backs up to exactly 14, because it's the same way with bulldoze, right? If you bulldoze exactly 2 inches, then you're still engaged by something that has a 2-inch reach. So if he's exactly at 14,
Yes, what he's got to do is move to 14 and a half.
right, but then he can't shoot because most of those things shoot 14 inches.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's what I
shoot
mean.
charge
Like,
at
if-
the,
if-
pikeman here.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you got
here go
nothing
the
to counter
pikemen.
charges, eh?
Nope.
Just asking.
Just checking on the
So,
counter charges. Good boy.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put this guy.
One
he's gonna
thing I will
charge
have to
this
say about Matt
lady. What's the
is that
half inch on
he,
these guys? Okay.
never is surprised
So
by
I'm gonna
something
charge
twice.
The lady
Right.
With him.
He, unlike a lot of us, he actually
gonna
learns his
charge.
lessons,
Right.
which is amazing.
This guy with him.
Uh,
So he's gonna go
yeah, Jarek. So I know specifically
there.
with bulldoze
Oh,
because this came
Let's
up
back that up. Let's
and
go
was
like
an
that.
infernal thing.
And then
uh,
this guy's gonna go.
When you bulldoze a model that has a 2-inch
This
reach, say
guy.
like a gun bunny,
Mhm.
that
He's gonna
gun
go base
bunny
to
is
base, but he's gonna
still
get stuck.
engaged
Yes.
by
This
that
guy's
model that
also
has
gonna charge
2-inch
that
reach.
same one.
So
Pathfinder?
Will
No,
would
but
have to
he's,
be
sitting right on the edge here.
14.01
Sideways, and he's got reach.
outside
Yeah,
to
see
shoot,
there?
but the
Yep.
problem is
And this guy's
his
gonna
shots are
charge this
14.
Guy
Yeah.
here. He can move
So
through the standard
what
there,
it's going to
goes
do
like that,
at
so it's there.
minimum is cause him to have to
And then
move all of his jacks so they will lose their aiming bonus.
yes.
standard bearer.
Now,
But the problem
There
is
you
they
go.
still won't be able to hit anything
He's
because
just
they can't
gonna-
shoot that far
He's just gonna hang it
because
over
of
here.
most of their shots are 14
I see
inches,
what you mean. Yeah.
right? Like if he backs up outside
Okay,
into
so
the
let's roll
shooting
some
bubble,
dice.
Alright.
he can't hit
So
anything.
this guy,
Yeah.
14.
Oh,
I need
okay,
7
so-
to hit.
Interesting. I
him,
wonder
miss,
if there is
on her.
a.
Same.
Wonder if he's got anything that's higher. Does he have
that's
defenders?
fine.
I know
Is it
No,
the
he's just got
13?
chargers. Chargers
Okay,
are 12.
She is a
Yeah,
I think that's
death.
death. Arm
Yeah.
11.
I know the
what
solo
it rolls
the
for
adept
damage.
Okay.
can put snipe on
then
himself.
this
He
guy
can
into
shoot
him
18.
to hit.
Yes,
What is he?
but you don't have to worry about
But-
one
I
shot
got
from
it.
an
No,
adept.
Roll
the
dice.
Especially
hunters is
because
what I'd be
Zerkova's
worried
gonna be
about.
Sitting on a stack.
Yeah, the hunters
So
is what
it's
I'd be
dice off
worried
3.
about.
Is going to be 8 to the 1.
That's pretty good.
And they have 14
Second
inch.
guy
Not
into
good
him
his left arm,
shot.
which is
is going to hit with an 8.
Okay.
Dice off 3.
So as long as he
8 to the
keeps his
1.
nice.
Yeah. This guy into the
I think
horse.
that charger's
Is a hit?
almost
9.
dead.
Yep.
Damage
And
is, what's his
he's-
armor?
13.
Yeah,
So
just
straight dice
That'll do it.
on the charge. That's going to kill that horse.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was a sweet roll.
So the only thing I think he has to worry about once he's feated is the gun mages and Cain question
I'm
mark?
gonna run this guy.
What's Cain's range?
Cain is 12, but I imagine he can get an extra 4 if he needs to. It seems like a thing that would be.
Very Cain-like.
Yeah. Range 12. Attack types: blast, black penny, and witch mark. So
no snipe.
no snipe.
Does he have snipe on his card?
No.
Okay.
So
So I'm just gonna advance Ragman to here.
yeah,
And
Zerkova's
he's gonna take a what is it called?
Oh,
Death Field?
Ragman's going to use his weapon?
Bone Shaker, magic
Oh, he's
ability
gonna
7.
Bone
So it's
Shaker.
14, so he's gonna target this guy.
Okay.
Oh, he
Interesting.
needs a
7
7 on
hit.
the Bone Shaker.
Not
He's
gonna
gonna
do it.
miss.
Oh, so close. That would have been awesome.
that would have been pretty amazing.
I'm surprised he didn't Death Field.
Then I'm gonna.
Yeah, but I don't know. Those guys are armor 15 or no? Yeah, I'm not sure what are the armor on the Tempest Blazers.
He
I can't
really
imagine they're
wants
the-
to keep Skurova.
So the Tempest Blazers are armor
Gonna run
13.
Skurova.
I
Oh,
don't-
okay.
He does
No, he
not
does not need it.
his
No.
Death Field.
Skurova's going into the forest. I think just to threaten the charge and to give her
Yeah.
the extra defense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's now too far from the Kovnik to get no sleeping on the job,
Right.
which means that
If
when
they
she
tough, they
goes
go down.
down,
These guys
Yeah.
are
she,
gonna-
when she she doesn't tough. Remember,
Right.
she's got the special
right. Yeah.
like
Those-
you
the
can't
Sophia,
kill me.
Yeah.
Now, Will has played against me with that. So if he's remembering, he'll kill all the pikemen first and then go in on Skurova.
Well, you're pretty loud, so he probably remembers that.
Run this jack.
Sudabite, we have to flagellate you at the next meeting because you bought a GW rulebook.
Oh.
Run this guy.
So he's got Markov up so that she can countercharge through her own guys.
Yeah.
So as I was saying before, I was wondering why Markov wasn't over on that side to
Yeah.
start with.
I
Yeah,
really wish
nothing I can
Zerkova
shoot
had been
more
a
than
little
14
further
inches.
I have
forward.
nothing that
Well-
can shoot. Well, yes, I do. I have
This guy?
him.
I
have
feel like
this
it's going to be hard
Anybody
for
else?
her to
Not
catch
that I know
the
of.
things she needs in
So
that
I'm gonna
feat.
move
I
up.
will. I will not find one for it just in case. If we do, we'll wait till.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna pop my feet.
Yep.
Roll your feet token. So everything within 14 inches can't shoot. So I think it catches those two guys.
I don't think it does.
Is it just out?
It doesn't matter. It's
out.
if they move to
Okay.
within that 14 inches. I don't believe
but
that they
then-
You
shoot either.
catch this one though, but I
I'm
can't.
going to
tell
have to
if
look
it's
at
this
her
guy.
feet again just to make sure, but
Outside of this guy.
Yeah.
I'm
This
pretty
guy
sure it's a
will.
while
This guy's
within.
hit for sure.
Yep.
He's gonna be backing the hell up.
Yeah. While
Cool.
within
So it
Zerkova's
looks like
control range,
you've
enemy
got
models cannot make ranged attacks. So even if they
this
move
guy?
in, they
Yeah.
still
Yep.
can't. Like
And so it's if you move into it.
Yeah, I know. If I move into it, looks like
I'm gonna
this guy.
flip it over to you.
Yep, sure. You're done anyway, right?
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
so I'll go up
is he not clouding?
one control point
One
here,
control point.
one control
Yep,
point
You're
here.
up two.
I think he's sitting on
Nothing
it
I
all.
can do about that shit.
I mean, that's not a terrible idea.
for to go.
Because-
Clouds aren't going to matter much
because
when
they
you can't
Okay,
shoot.
so
Yeah. No, what
I
you could
mean,
do
I
is
probably
protect-
would have
looks
put
like these
two
two
up
have-
in front of
Let's,
her
can you just
specifically.
lift that dude so I can do a.
Yes.
There are
ooh,
some
this- I'm
18
just gonna put his
shots
base
there.
back on that finger.
Yes, you do have that guy, so he'll have
Okay.
to back out. He won't get
And
down.
it was right there. Does that look good?
Looks good to me. All right, so.
The no
we're
charging
gonna
is
go
another
waste
big
some
part of
focuses
that feat, but
first.
that unfortunately is a pulse. So
okay, so the while within is for the shooting, and
Yeah,
the pulse is
exactly.
no charging.
yeah, it's kind of a two-part feat.
The charging is not as big a
It's
deal in this armor.
it's
They don't
enemy models
care.
beginning their activations.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, they don't care.
Everybody's
Well, I
still
mean,
got the
charging in
protection
this case. That armor
Yes.
does not want to charge.
no, it doesn't. It wants
If
to
the
sit
chargers are charging, something has gone horribly wrong.
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna
So it'll be
need
interesting
kill
to see what
couple
Will can do
dudes.
this turn, because I am not sure.
Well, he's got a
Movements out,
problem now,
but he's
which
still
is
got his
Kador is about to play their favorite game, which
And
is
get in your
axe to
face. Yeah,
Yeah,
focus.
and they love that game.
they sure do.
This guy's got
Matt's
his
also
gunfire his
gained
way, and then that guy
one
can try
control
to take
point.
out The back dudes.
Yes, he
Yeah.
has one control point. I don't know if he understands that.
He does.
We'll upkeep
Oh,
clan.
There is a die
Oh, there's
down there.
oh yeah, I see
By
the
the
clock.
Nice.
We have beaten into Matt's skull, I think, hard enough. He's going to play scenario, I think, on this
And where
pretty
was my
hard.
mage site?
So
Oh,
We pulled it off. I
the
can't-
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
sort of a
Okay.
secondary
it's way
thing.
over there.
it was
in our,
yeah, it was
I
kind of
just-
like right here because
in
it was
our
covering the
meta.
two bases of the dudes. Do you want to leave it there? or
But
do you
Yeah,
wanna-
we're
it's-
we're
no,
sort
no,
of
I'm
grooming
gonna
him to
take
be a
it off.
tournament player.
Yeah, we are.
Here with
And
I
he
don't-
has the drive. He has the desire.
Yes.
Yes,
He's
yes.
got
Yeah.
It's not that we're
there,
just
so I
pushing
don't
him
No,
on
really
it,
need to
he
worry
wants
about
it.
that so
but
much.
it is it's kind of fun to not have to do
Looks
it
like I
yourself
don't need
Yep.
mage
and have someone with skill that we can all just
But we've
dump our
got-
knowledge
It would be
on.
nice if we were
These
better
two jacks
players,
are
so we could actually teach him something.
No, but
yeah.
I think we can teach him how not to lose.
Exactly.
I think you
Because
said this guy
we've
was
gotten
just
decent
out.
at that.
This
Yep.
guy's just
We're
out.
not big on how to win yet, but
No.
we definitely know
So
how
he's
not to
gonna need
lose.
shift in order to shoot. And this guy's definitely in.
Yeah.
But he's not engaged, so he can just move
Yes,
back.
so he can move.
I think that's
So
it.
can
We
the
will start with.
is that top hunter being
I do have
marshaled?
an angle.
Oh,
I
judge,
don't
judge.
believe so.
What
are we doing?
Oh, it's so close. I think you probably do. Have
I've
a
got.
little bit of
If you
one.
want to take a look on this side.
Yeah, you're good. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that
so he's just gonna
if
stand
that jack
still
is being
and
marshaled.
So
shoot
arm
that dude?
12. Def 12.
There's no martial
Did I-
line.
did I
Yeah,
shoot
there
him
is
already?
the
No.
Okay, it was the
gun mage
He's
a
captain
new
adept
one.
is a
Yeah.
marshal.
Right, but
You
he's
shot the
not
painted one.
marshalling
Def
anything.
12.
No,
he's
but you
going
made that
to
list
do-
from
We should be playing with
what he
painted,
typed
right?
in, not necessarily
He'll
what the
do
line
a
on the
deadly
page.
shot.
Did he
No,
send
it-
it?
We've got five
yeah,
boxes
he
on
sent
there?
it
So,
as
because you're range 14? Yeah, 5
Okay.
health boxes. on
Because
it.
if it's
So you're
marshaling
arm
the
15?
hunter,
I do.
then it gets to pick from the shot types.
Okay, so def.
Because that's his drive,
So 7,
Oh,
8,
okay.
9.
Or at
your
least
def is
that is
13?
my
I
recollection.
don't think he is.
Def 12.
Okay, so I need a 3. Hits. Deadly shot.
Yeah,
So I guess we'll just do 3 damage.
Nope,
to you.
I'm lying to you. It's the UAs. It's the UA.
Funny.
Yeah, I was
not
going to say, I
the-
didn't think he was.
Gunmage
Okay,
Captain
Captain
Adept
Adept.
is
No.
going to charge.
That is not what I expected
How
to
about
hear.
that?
How about that
Point.
indeed?
He gets boosted Gunfighter.
Oh.
Sweet. So anything but to hit
Yep.
you. Hits. He is going to do. Sorry, I should have said this before. Brutal damage and flare, just in case
Yep.
you
He
survive.
gets to pick 2.
Yeah.
So it's POW 10.
Oh, so what's your your rat is?
Rat is 8. on that guy, and I
Do
already
you
hit.
get to use
Oh, okay, you did.
your
So I
your-
got 3. So,
Your so he's
gun?
armed
I
17
don't
in
think
combat.
so.
with
Don't you use it
unyielding.
as a
okay,
melee weapon?
so dice minus 7.
If
and
it
you've got 2
says-
boxes left.
Now I have
Yep.
to read that.
4.
It's
5,
Gunfighter?
6, 7, 8, 9. That is just.
Did you
enough.
just get him?
I did.
Oh, that's monstrous.
Okay. So we decided that this guy was out. Yeah, he's way out. Okay, this guy. Oh, this guy's not engaging, correct?
True.
Okay, so this guy will shoot that guy.
Yep.
He'll stand still to do it. You're a.
Def 10.
Anything about.
So okay, so
You're-
anything but hits.
Yep.
Half
I
your
can never
armor,
remember
Is
the
10?
2 different
10.
weapon
So dice
things.
minus 4.
Well, he's only got one that has
boosted
gunfighter, but I
damage.
don't see anything about boosted gunfighter.
Ugh, 4 damage to the 4.
Yep.
This guy needs
He's
to back
using the
out,
adept, but I
so
don't see
he's not
anything
gonna
about
get-
boosted attack rolls.
He'll go. He's got 7 movement. I should have actually measured that because I could have gone behind the table, but we'll go there. He'll
No,
shoot
I don't
you.
know what he's. I don't know what he's thinking there.
Anything but hits.
Yep.
Half
Okay,
your
yeah.
10.
10. So dice off.
Yeah, Will's using the wrong
I really
thing.
I really needed this during feet turn.
Should we say something about
Oh.
Ah, shoot.
Nope.
Nope.
You
Okay.
used up all your good
2 to the-
rolls.
2 to the 3.
Okay.
This guy's just gonna have to back out a little bit, and he'll shoot the same dude.
He doesn't get it now.
Anything but hits.
Yeah.
Boost damage. Dice minus 4. That's a bit better.
That's a bit better.
So that's 10 to the 1.
Nice. 10 to the 1. Got him.
Okay. So left is out.
Left arm is out, so it's fist.
Okay. Last guy will shoot you. Same
It's
thing.
this guy here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's done
But
gunfighter wrong.
hits. Boosted.
So we'll talk to him about
Stays
that
off 8,
after the
yeah.
match.
No, it's the same thing. He's so it's dice off 4.
Oh.
So 6
Well,
more
he thought he had
damage
an ability that
to
he
the
just
2.
doesn't have.
Movement out.
Well,
6 to
Gunfighter
the
does.
2.
No. He
Yes,
thought that
movement
guy
out.
had boosted attack rolls
Okay.
against things in
Um,
Gunfighter.
This guy
He does
needs to
not.
move back.
Oh.
That's why he rolled 3 dice to hit.
14,
Oh, I was thinking
shift
about
back to
the
here.
the feat.
Take 2
Literally
shots.
means that he cannot use
Boosted.
Right, he charged it.
Gunfighter. Because Gunfighter says
And-
you
Oh.
can make an attack with your melee or your ranged weapon,
hits.
Right.
but you can't
Power
make
13,
an attack
so
with
dice
your
off
gun
7.
Yeah.
Dice off 7.
if-
Because you can't
because
shoot.
you can't
More
shoot.
Right, yeah.
damage
You
to
can
1.
use it in melee,
Yeah.
but it's still a ranged
Second
attack.
shot.
Right.
Hits.
Off 7. It's 5.
Boosted
Do we wanna call that
Gunfighter
clock down,
for
or are you okay
the
with
I'm okay with it.
ATGM
5 to
unit is
the
theme
3.
bonus.
Yeah.
Ooh, Cortex gone.
Mhm.
Yo, Cortex, eh?
Double
this
cheating
charger will
identifies.
stand still and
Yeah.
shoot Ragman, whose defense goes up to what?
His defense is
So
up to.
the thing
Oh
he
no,
was
I
thinking
yeah, 'cause
that
I
he
was
had
no, I did
only
shoot with this
applies
charger.
Yes, you
to
shot with this charge.
Okay, so you know
Gunfighter-
what? We'll activate.
units, not the solos.
Right.
So,
Cain and the
yeah.
Hellslayers. No, let's see what we can deal with over here. So this guy will attack this pikeman.
So def 10 now, I think.
Def 10. I don't need to boost to hit. What's my
And that's the guy with the health boxes.
charger is a 6, so I need 4.
He's just doing the hammer.
'Kay.
It's a POW 12, but he doesn't get the
That
double
hits.
boosting.
Yeah.
And your
Uh,
POW
Not that he
is,
really needs the double
on his
boosting
battle
in
hammer
melee.
is 13.
and he's 12. So
Oh,
he's
yeah. In
got-
Canada, we
so
just
yeah,
blatantly
he's
cheat all the
got
time.
4
And
health
then
boxes left.
The
4
person
health
you're
boxes.
cheating
So,
against
3 will
apologizes
kill.
Yes,
for not dying faster.
He'll buy an attack.
that's why we literally have a law that says
Hits.
apologizing
this
is
guy.
not
We won't.
admitting
So we
guilt
need a 4
legally.
kill.
However, it should be noted that as soon as we cross the
Kills?
border
It's
into
a-
America,
Oh,
that
shoot,
stipulation
can't.
goes
I
away.
think you're
Yeah.
out
I
of.
think I'm
So we
out
can
of
send
range
range.
of
Banky
everybody else.
and we can
After
send
that.
McWaters across the border,
Yes.
and they get to do whatever they want.
Mhm.
But they've got 2-inch, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You guys may have noticed when Canadians get
So,
across the border, they get a little.
We'll do the Iron
Shall we
Bear
say
Pike.
rowdy?
We're all
Yeah,
kindly
they
standing
do.
on a hill,
Yeah.
so I have
It might be the
perfect
maple
line of sight
whiskey.
to them.
It might just be the border
We'll start with
itself.
that
We
guy.
don't know.
Sorry, who are you?
Something about going
This
in the
guy?
States
Oh,
just
yes.
makes you an
Shoot that
asshole,
dude.
apparently.
This guy?
Yep. Who's not on a hill, so
Yep.
your defense is what?
Just 12.
So I go up to 6, 7, 8.
I- You know that McWaters is
So
a
I need
recovering
4s,
U.S. citizen, right?
hits.
Yeah,
Okay,
got it.
so
he
I have that.
We don't like to talk about that.
And, POW 13s?
Yep.
What's your
Armor is 14.
So
5 health boxes.
dice -1?
Oh, maple whiskey,
oh
baby.
my God!
Toughs.
Tufts. Good boy.
So I'll put the second shot into him.
Tough
Just roll not
on
double,
a
not triple ones.
665.
Yeah. Not trip ones. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, we will do a brutal damage into this. We'll activate 2-inch reach on these guys. I
Yep.
think they both got it, eh? 1, 2. I'm going to run out of time before this game is over.
Oh. Clock is
So,
always
we
He's
will-
finally noticed that he's at like half of the time that
that
Matt
Matt is. If Matt can
Can't block
just
him.
stay alive, not lose on
Defense.
scenario.
Well, I'm not sure he can get rid of that jug.
'Kay.
Without guns.
No.
And that jug is really close.
One of those
to
jugs
Cain.
lost his cortex.
Okay, I'm going to. We'll activate these guys.
Yep, that unit.
They're going to. First guy's going to shoot. They're all going to just stand and aim.
Yep.
Check
And this
that
guy's
feet.
just going to do a gunslinger. So
Great Bear.
Thunderbolt into that.
Guy
'cause
looks
you're
suspiciously
armed
close
what?
to 14
14?
inches.
14. Oh,
5 health boxes.
5 health boxes. Do I do a brutal damage? Is the question. You know what? We'll do brutal damage. So standing still, they go up to a 9. Your defense.
Defense
I'd
12.
be checking that.
Uh,
shit.
I'd check
minus
that distance.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
for sure.
No, well, not on this guy, right?
Okay, so
But
he's a 12.
Yep.
So I need a 3. Hits.
Yep.
Brutal
Arm
damage.
14.
So dice
5
off
health
4.
boxes. Is going to be off
5.
4
Yeah,
is
have we
5.
seen Matt
Oh,
cheat
he just
yet,
got him
horribly?
tough check.
No, just Will.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
You're
Money.
I hope he listens to this
That's
later.
what it's all about.
all right.
So do we even tell him that he
this
cheated?
guy
Oh,
will
God,
shoot
yes.
this guy and we'll
No,
do
no.
knockdown.
I mean,
Yeah.
before he
He's
listens to
knocked
the
him
game.
Oh.
So auto hit,
No, we wait
pretty
till he
much
loses,
auto
then we
hit,
tell him he
but
cheated
Yeah,
as
he'll
well.
roll
Thunderbolt.
5.
Awesome.
Double rub
Oh.
that salt in.
Nope. But a lightning
Ooh.
arc to this
Yep.
guy.
So it'll arc to this guy here.
Yep.
Yeah, and so he's at 12.
Okay.
So a 3 kills him.
That'll
Yep,
do it.
that'll kill him.
He doesn't tough.
Nope, that guy doesn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the
this
normal unit does
guy
not
will
have
shoot
tough.
the knockdown guy with the
It would be
critical
so
damage.
nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they don't.
It's because
Yep.
they're often played with Iris, who
Kills.
gives out
Ah,
tough,
Yeah, you got him.
either on his feet or just being near
And
him.
Right.
That is everything that's going on over in this zone, except these guys can repo, which is what I was counting on to stop you.
Yeah, I
So
think
I
Zerkova really
can't
needed to
countercharge
be
that.
You're
Can I?
engaged.
Can I see
You're
you from
engaging.
here?
farther up.
Shoot. Oh,
I'm
I'm going to
on the other side
countercharge
of the
with this
fort.
Great Bear.
You can.
Oh, I'm outside of 6 inches. No, I can't.
Ah.
I wanted it.
But could he engage?
No, he has to be within 6 to make the counter charge.
Oh, okay. He just can't countercharge if he's. I get you. Yeah, I know what you're
And
saying.
he can't trigger.
Yeah, you can't trigger countercharge outside 6. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was just thinking.
So
I thought he
everything's
meant
going over
maybe
here. We've shot with him.
for some reason he
Cain,
couldn't
I
make the
think,
distance.
is
No,
almost left.
he just can't
Yeah.
trigger.
Go.
I played against the Matt's list with the Denny 1 Scourge, and I spent 15 minutes of my clock trying to figure out how not to trigger countercharge on everything. I was just like, man, what I ended up doing was like, okay, fuck it. I will trigger countercharge, and you
You've only
will
got an inch
pull
range,
2
right?
models out
Yes.
into your damn cloud wall, and I will just kill them.
So if I stand
I
on the
will
edge of
bait
this
you out,
wall,
sucker. And it worked.
I'm
Worked
only
really
an
well.
inch, but you can't hit me because
But
the
I did
wall's
burn 15 minutes of my damn clock.
Ah,
Sometimes the correct answer is, I'm just going to get counter charge.
Yep. I was like, maybe Def 14. Nope.
So I'm just looking over that shelf there, and I'm thinking, you know what? I need one more
He's gonna
Victor.
stand in aim.
Because then I can do Victor
he'll
Conquest.
stand
Oh,
with
God.
Arca.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's-
With Arkovich.
Yeah, do you have Black Penny or something?
She's not in. Oh yes, he does have Black Penny.
So
Do I bother doing
I've just
that?
done it.
'Cause
I've
I
just
can
come up
also
with it.
Try to shoot Ragman.
It's Karchev, 9
I feel
jugs,
like Ragman might be a better target.
Do you have
Harkovich,
line of sight to Ragman?
He'll have to
Conquest.
do it,
Is
Victor,
Will
Victor.
saying
Yeah.
that Pony
'cause
has
once I'm at
Black
53,
Penny?
So he hasn't.
Oh, no, he's
No.
activating the unit.
Cain
Okay.
guy.
He'll shoot Ragman.
Yep. So Ragman's def 16 with
So I'm an
concealment.
8. So I'll need
8 to hit.
Should have just stood still and done Black Penny. That'll
That
do it.
hits.
And
I don't
he's
think Will's
armed
missed a
12
fucking shot
with
this
5
entire
Nope.
game.
And been rolling hot to kill.
Oh,
too.
yeah, the
so I'm
fucking
about
damage
10.
rolls, too.
Well, it doesn't help.
Dice
It
minus
doesn't hurt these savagely cheating.
Moosemachine dice
Wow.
available on Moosemachine.
He's gone.
You're good with those.
So Kane's gonna go.
Yep.
Kane's gonna shoot the crippled jack.
Okay.
Hits.
Yep.
He'll boost the damage. POW 12s. So you're what?
So I'm an arm 20.
20. So dice off 8. Oh, and I should have chosen a thing.
I'm pretty sure you have to.
I don't think it matters. So
1 damage.
1 damage. And
Yeah, theoretically, you're supposed
Shot
to
types
check-
are not optional.
Yeah, and you're supposed to pick it
Anything else
before
you
you're
can
shot.
Before you
super
shoot, yeah.
efficiently.
If you don't, you get the top one on the card. It's just like
Oh,
warping.
okay.
Again.
I get you.
Like when you warp for strength. It's
So
just,
if you
or warp.
forget to pick,
Shoot.
So he's
Yeah.
gonna stay on 3.
so Kane's sitting behind a
And
wall there is
I
probably
really
safe.
wanted to clear that jack.
That would have been.
Oh, it's close.
That would have been very big.
So I think what we're gonna do
Canes.
is we're going to flicker.
He's gonna flicker.
You can get to here.
Yeah.
You will be able to attack me over the wall. I feel like that's a terrible idea. So we're gonna spend 2 to flicker. I believe it's 2.
Oh, dropping him down to 1.
Spend 2.
I wants to
flicker.
kill him. I don't know if you can, but I wants to kill him.
Yeah, I don't know that it's a possibility.
Where's his other? Did he lose the other member? Did he lose the Shadowfire guy?
I think maybe. I don't
That's
see
it.
him.
They're blocking that sight. And
Will's
He's about to lose
contesting.
2 jacks.
Yeah.
I
That,
oh yeah.
That Juggernaut
One
is going
for
into
one,
a Charger and a
and you
Hunter, and
get-
they're
I
just
get
going
0
to
because you
evaporate.
blocked me off, so you're up. So
Unfortunately, one of
2-1.
those jacks
Sorry
is
guys, this
fairly
is third
crippled.
turn, I think. Bottom of 3. Okay.
the good news
2,
is
3,
score
4.
2.
so few models to.
And Will's got one on that
True,
flag
it's gonna
up
be real
there.
fast.
That's
Clock is
1.
my friend here. Yeah, you
I
killed so
don't
many of
see
them.
the second one.
Oh, he may
this
have
guy's
gotten
not
one
getting
the
one
last
because his
turn.
cortex is gone, but this
Mhm.
guy's gonna get
Oh,
one.
maybe.
That would make it 2-1. That makes sense.
Yeah, because he did have the
Come
same
below
guy
a
on that
5-inch
flag.
stick. Is that okay? Just want to see if you're. I think you're just out of 5 inches. Because he can walk 4.
Yeah, so
Just
that's a
out,
crippled
just
jack.
out.
His cortex
Good
is
man.
gone.
Wow.
So
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Yeah, he was hoping for the 5 inches
yeah,
because then it's just a
you
walk,
just walk
and a
and
smack.
swing. Yeah, do something.
Oh, Markov is going to charge his ass.
Markov, speed 8. You can go 13. Just out here, I think, eh?
Yeah.
Get a stick
Nice.
on there.
Zerkova can charge you.
Zerkova coming to get me.
She's coming, man.
Putting her wide out in the middle of the open in the range of all the hunters.
That might be bad.
I think what he does
Unless
with
you
that
can
jack
kill
is
all
just
hunters.
gets it as close to those hunters as possible to
She
try
can
and
do it.
engage.
She can
I
take out that
believe in
solo.
you.
No, he walks back and kills that solo with the jack. So that,
Yeah.
because even
Is
if
that
he,
solo within 5 inches though?
even if he misses or doesn't get within the 5,
Mm.
let's leave it
He's
all
contesting
on-
that
to-
flag.
yeah.
Oh, well,
It
actually.
forces will,
let's
and it
think
can
about
contest.
that, shall we?
Yeah, he needs to
that guy
contest
needs
that
to kill
flag.
Some hunter ass. Can't walk up, but he can
No,
charge.
he's got to charge somebody. Or trample. That's a thing,
It's
right?
a thing. You don't get the attack from the charge
Slam
or
the
the
son
boost
of a
or
bitch.
anything.
True.
oh my God, could he slam
What's the
the
defense on the
hunter
charge?
over Cain?
They are 13s.
Oh my god.
And,
I want him to slam the hunter over Cain.
That would be hilarious, I gotta say.
He's on what, 1 focus?
Yep.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
can buy
follow up or
attacks,
anything.
can't I?
No.
Trample.
That would be
of course you can,
amazing.
yep.
Okay.
I still think a trample is a weird choice, but if that's like your goal for today, is to
That's
do a
like
Is
trample.
he
that's what I'm
looking to
feeling.
trample over that small base? I don't know.
What small base?
Which jack is he looking at?
I
The
assume,
unpainted one?
Okay, let's
Yeah, I
see
assume
here.
he's talking about the unpainted jug.
Or do you get tramples for free or something?
No. It'd just be
It'd just be because you wanted to trample.
just because I feel like it. Yeah.
You wanted to blow a
Just 'cause
focus on
that-
trampling.
Well, it's trample or charge. You're blowing a focus either way.
Yeah, but charge, you get the attack at the end.
Yes.
And your other
Okay, that's what
regular
we're
get
gonna
a
do.
tether
I'm not
regular
gonna trample,
attacks.
That's just a bad
That
idea.
is
The trample
pretty
just-
weird.
nobody
nothing.
I
nobody
mean, you could do it.
nobody do that.
I mean, if you want to trample.
Was he
and just
looking
give
to
away an
trample over
attack,
that
that's
small
cool.
base and
That's
get
cool,
Cain,
man.
though? Is what I was wondering.
No, he can't get far enough. It's only a
Let's
speed 4
go
jack.
Yeah.
Within an inch of all the things. Do.
I think realistically here, if he can get
So I'm
that
just
jack
measuring
in
an inch
and
just
kill
so that
those
I can
two,
be in
Yep.
reach, and I'm just seeing kind
Which
of
he
where I can
should
go
be
with
able
that.
to do.
he has to spend those hunters to kill that jack because
Yep.
if he doesn't, Cain's dead.
Boom, boom,
Yes.
boom.
Yes.
So,
That gets two
That-
other
I wanna be
things.
trampled.
That
well, and it
So whatever can
leaves,
make
it
that happen.
gets the, it gets
That's what
the
it's all about.
pain off of Zerkova. She can
Yep.
get back into that
Yep.
trench. And she still has Clef.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
sorry.
just gonna be able to tag while being in the trench.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's awesome.
That's what I want.
So I just
So you're
need to
okay with
do-
that measurement?
Just need
You
to do
feel-
one knockback and really mess with you.
Yeah, that would, dude. Don't do it. Okay. So this guy's gonna charge.
Yep.
The charger.
Yep.
What's your
13.
13? I'm
He's
a 7.
6 to
I
hit.
should hit on a 6.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna hit you on
Going
a
for it.
6.
Oh, jeez.
Boom. Told you.
That's,
Nailed
you
it.
made it. You got it.
Okay.
That's
So then it's gonna be. Where's my white die? Do you have a different colored die I can use? I wanna.
Yeah, you can
I-
use this
oh,
red one.
Thank you. So it's a 19.
'Kay.
So it's dice off.
Arm 16.
Okay, so dice plus 3.
Jeremy of Lyle playing an
And it's gonna
Earthbreaker
be,
double siege crawler under
7,
Gordon.
8, 9.
Oh,
9 to 5.
oh, don't.
9 plus 3. So
10,
10, 11,
11,
12. 12 to the 5.
'Kay.
And then I will
like half a hunter.
swing with my fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit you on a 6. It hits. It's a
Wow.
POW 15.
Come on, average dice.
Will can't complain about dice right
And,
now.
so
He really
15
doesn't
is
have
dice
the right to
off one.
complain
Dice to
about
one,
dice.
So,
So 6 to the 1.
6 to the 1.
I'm going to buy another axe attack
So his arms are gone.
into him.
It might be better just to focus on the
So
next
hits on
guy now.
6. Hits. It's a POW 19.
Yep. So dice plus 3.
Yep.
Should
So
be a
here you
kill.
can have this back. Dice plus 3. is
Also,
6,
leaving
9
them
to the 1.
engaged with
I
both
know.
arms gone
Just
is
get- I think,
Yeah.
real
So then he's
bad
gonna
for
buy
those
another action
chargers.
to the hunter. Hunter should hit on an 8.
Come on.
It's about 19. So dice plus
3,
Four?
4.
I think
So
they're
he's 15?
Yeah, dice plus
So
4.
dice plus 4. So
That's
it's
13.
9 plus 4 is 13 to the 1.
13 to the 1.
To the 1. That's
Well, you had to
gun arm.
punish me for all
Is
this.
that his gun arm?
Yeah,
Yes.
take that.
Yeah.
Movement and left out. So he is missing his gun
Yep.
and his movement.
So he's a POW 12 axe now.
And he's now defense 5.
And he's engaged.
And he's engaged.
That is a sad jack.
Yeah.
That is a POW 12 axe.
Yeah, I think Matt got lucky rolling that 1 there.
That 8, yeah.
Yeah, that could have been bad for him if he had left that guy
So,
alive.
Yes.
Well, not
Here.
not alive, sorry, but
Gonna-
with a functioning gun arm and the ability to unengage himself.
This can still see through this guy and move
Yep.
through him, so he's going to charge this guy. Ooh, is he
Be interesting
gonna
to see if
charge
he can
that
get
guy?
rid of a lot of those
He's
ponies
going to.
because I feel like if he
Just
gets
move from
rid of
here.
those ponies, the game
He's
changes.
charging.
He's charging this guy.
'Kay.
Whoop, like that. He's got rapid strike, so we'll see.
14.
George is
what
just
happens.
unengaging himself.
So
from the
into
chat.
him to hit, so he's an 8. So
6.
6 hits.
That's a
No.
miss.
So second attack into him is going to hit,
Mhm.
and it's just a POW 11.
Okay. He
Armor
is
13.
Team of Spacers a 13, so dice minus
Dice
2.
off 2. Do you
Yeah,
want me to?
That'll
That's a
kill.
Okay. We'll take it.
Either one way, that's a kill.
Then the jack is going to step up,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just going to step up too. Boop.
That dude.
Yeah, and so he's going to punch him
Mhm.
and hit on miss on a
miss.
4. So then he's going to swing with his axe, and he's going to hit on a 7.
That hits a 14.
Yep,
He's a
yep,
7.
he's a 7
Okay,
base.
perfect.
So hits, it's a POW 19. Damage is
Yeah.
quite a
Dead.
It's a kill.
bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move the dude.
Dice plus 6.
Then
Turns out
This girl
Cato Jacks are really
is
good at
going
killing arm
to
13
charge this
ponies.
guy
Mhm.
just to there. Move the 3 inches.
That has to be one of the lowest arm for
You
Cav.
gotta
that
remember they're light
Actually, she's
cav as
just
opposed
Right.
to the heavy cav.
Yeah.
She's got a shield.
And
So
they
So-
are
seven?
Raptors are armor
She's
14.
an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so she
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it's about normal.
Gets
it.
The
Weapon Master 13.
the
Yes,
Colden
sir.
ponies
On the charge.
Straight
I think are
dice, I'd
13 as well.
think
Yeah.
you're gonna
I
get
think
it.
she's got it. Yeah.
Yeah, if he can clear out those ponies,
Let me see what else she got.
this
Anything?
starts to get swing back in Matt's favor, I think.
Well, this is already really interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
This
I
is
like
way
that.
more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
brutally
I
honest.
have to agree, yeah. I think Will, for
So you just
not
have those two
understanding
dudes.
exactly how
This
Mage
unit,
Sight
yeah, so I'm gonna
works,
so
really
1 inch reach on this guy, right?
changed that turn.
Yes.
So I'm gonna run these guys. He's just gonna run because he's
Though
not
I
engaged
don't
with him,
know if
so
he
he's
could
gonna
have
go
gotten
4 inches. He can go 6.
Cain any
so he's gonna go
further
4 to the forest.
to extend that.
I don't think so.
No.
He was
and
already
then
up
he's
against
going
models.
to
Yeah.
go
Like, I mean, we could go back and look eventually. but
Yeah, like he could
4 to the
flicker and get
forest, how
another
much he
2
got left?
inches, but I
8, so he
think
can
he's
go
still probably just getting
3
the
in
2
the forest will
Ulans.
cost him
Yeah.
6, and then he's got 2 more. So
But when you
he's
think you
actually
can just shoot
gonna hang out there and
through
watch that.
Mhm.
without
And this guy's
needing
just
to
gonna
be
go
touching
whoop,
anything,
back 3 inches.
then
and
yeah,
he's
you're just
run
gonna you're
4
gonna
inches
sit
to
that there
there,
and be like, forest doesn't
3 and
exist.
4
I'm
is
gonna
7.
shoot everything behind it.
And he's actually
Yep.
just gonna come to here.
Is he a Pathfinder or something?
No, but he's just running.
Okay.
And then this guy's gonna just fade back to here. And he's just gonna.
So you don't have the full unit on in those.
Well,
See if you can get the full unit.
that's what I'm wanting.
It's gonna be tough.
You're right. I don't
Can
think
he
I can
score
sneak
that
in the
time?
back door.
Oh, he's got, Will's
So
got
let's
nothing in there.
go 7.5 to here.
Wow.
And
he's
then
not going to be able
12
to get the
left.
full unit in.
12 after
No,
going
no, no.
7.
You're right. You're right.
like,
don't
damn,
listen. Don't
those
listen.
guys
Don't
are like
listen.
the
They're quick,
fastest
man.
runners in
They're
the
real
universe.
fast. They can throw
4
their armor
left.
down. It's a special thing.
2 inches left.
Kill your own dude.
So
I've
It's a
done it
thing.
before.
Two
Yep.
left.
Yep. You and I both.
Get yourself in the zone.
That'll definitely get him
He'll
into the
touch.
zone. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to be completely in.
Okay,
Just
I like
touch.
that.
And he's touching both zones,
Now-
Yep.
just in case.
Yep.
So he's going to score 1, 2.
2.
He's contesting the top. Zerkova might actually go over
He
there.
doesn't
and-
have
I
stealth
think
or
Zerkova
anything.
does.
Oh, no, she's just going to spell him to death.
Oh yeah.
It's Zerkova.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Zerkova's just gonna come sit.
That way she can keep
in
that
her trench.
bottom jack in her control.
Well, they already checked. So that far jack is exactly
And
in
then
her
she's
control.
gonna shoot her
Right.
stick at this guy. What's his defense?
His defense is 14.
She's going to use her
14,
ice
she's
cream
a
cone.
5, so she's
Oh, I
gonna
guess
boost.
this is the new model, so she doesn't have
Needs
the
a
ice
9
cream
on
cone
3
anymore.
dice. hits it.
You've been.
I know.
You've been got the hot hits tonight. That's awesome.
Oh shoot, man!
I
So
think
it's
you
a
guys
power
have
13.
both got
He's
the hot
on
hits tonight.
Yeah.
11.
Well, it's that weird filter where you
yeah,
don't
5
think
boxes.
You
you're
don't
wrong.
see your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dice +2. That's gonna kill.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And I'm
that
gonna
clears
run
that
Markov.
And Markov is going to run
score that
and
flag.
score that flag.
Damn. So that's 1,
That's
2.
4-1 or
Yeah.
4-2.
1, 2,
Sorry.
3. Is he getting
And
3
then-
points this turn?
Yes, he is.
Jack's just gonna step on.
3 points. So that brings it
And he's going to
let's
engage.
put him-
He can't engage. We know that.
right.
Yeah, let's just touch him there.
So he's just going to touch those two zones.
Okay, and I think that is
Zerkova in a trench.
that is you. So
All
I'll
right.
go 1,
Would you have
You get
spent
2,
the extra for
3.
the
Yep. So
for the cloud?
So I
Yeah.
cannot let you score this round.
I would have put at least one cloud just in front of Zerkova. Maybe
Now,
2. I
here's
probably
the
would have.
problem. I don't think he can use all of his guns
No.
because
yeah.
they have to do things to score zones.
Yep.
Another one off.
Otherwise, he just loses on scenario.
Yes.
He can't let Matt score 3 more points. It's game
I am-
over.
I-
So it's what, 4-2 right now?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Will needs to stop 2 points. No,
Yeah.
3 points.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
This guy is engaged, but he's banged up to hell.
So if he stops him from scoring at
Feel
least
like
1,
killing Zerkova
then
is
he
pretty much
stays in the game.
I really hope you can't do it, like real bad.
So
Is he camping nothing?
14 with 5-inch movement. He can move like to here.
I don't
try to
see any
shoot
focus on Zerkova.
I don't either.
That has me slightly
It
worried.
might be behind Zerkova, though.
Yeah.
18. Are you within 18? You are. Wish it was feet turn.
But what's Zerkova's defense? She's in a trench as well, which is a problem.
She's got 3. What's her
she's on
defense
3.
right now? in the trench?
15. So 19 and
19
with a
in the
+4.
trench?
So
Yeah.
she's 15-15 base.
Okay.
15-15
In the
base,
trench.
19
So
in a
Cain
trench
can hit her and
with
put
3.
down.
Yeah, I don't.
Cain get to
And then
her.
she's got 3 focus on her.
Cain can get to her anyway.
I don't think
I don't see
he
the
can do it.
assassination happening. No.
Like, I mean, if there's anybody who can pull it off,
It's yeah.
it's Cain.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
Move a
I
lot
don't
of
think
stuff
so
out of
either.
the way.
Will's gonna watch his clock
Alright.
here too.
Yeah, that's getting
Don't
real
know if we
low.
can kill you.
I hope not. It is a dice game.
We're definitely going to have to kill this guy, who's almost dead, which is good. These 2 hunters should be able to make quick work of him. He should be able to kill that guy. And then
10 health boxes. I on Markov.
10. And then this guy should just be able to. He's got a 6 move. Yes, he does.
Hey, I'm not sure what Will's got left here in terms of jacks. It's
Move half an inch to there.
I see 1 on the bottom.
He's not gonna get to the flag.
So he
2
still
up at
has
the top.
1 charger,
But we can kill
and
this guy
then
when we
a
get 1 point.
armless hunter,
We need to take out the
and
Ulons.
then
Pikeman.
Pikeman.
no, he's got 2 chargers. There's a brown
We
charger
definitely need to kill
Right.
her.
right by the flag.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2
He needs to
chargers,
kill her.
1, 2, 3 hunters.
All right.
Okay.
And then I just need to get something in that zone to contest it.
That's going to be
This is going to be interesting.
Just honestly.
So,
And he can't think about it too much. He's got 14 minutes left.
Yeah.
Though I don't know. This might end up actually going to turn
Cain's gonna
7.
give to
What are they on
this
now?
jack.
5?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Cain is not going to.
Matt's got a
yeah.
fairly large lead that I don't see Will catching up to. Not easily.
Point-wise, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
point wise for sure. Attrition, it's kind of looking like
He's going to
Gonna-
try and get rid of that
Super
unit,
easy
though.
to hit.
yeah.
Their defense, what in the forest?
14 in the forest.
And if he does that, Zerkova's the only thing that can
12.
score.
Yeah.
No, unless you're upkeeping this, then they're just 12 in the
But
forest.
Zerkova behind
So I need
a
to do
forest
that. Okay, so we will activate.
Yeah.
is a terrible thing.
Nope. But that's going to pull her within the 14 of Cain dropping that mage sight on her, and then everybody gets a shot.
It's fair,
We'll
yeah.
activate this dude first.
Yeah.
And he'll shoot that guy. Standing still to hit. Your
So he's
So
gonna
you
try
put,
and-
you put
Yeah,
cloud
he's
balls
so
in front of the
but-
forest.
You got it.
hits.
And he's got
dirty.
how much
Oh,
health
So
left?
you go down to a 10. So dice
No,
minus
everything
4
ignores
boosted.
it. If you drop mage sight on it, everything ignores it. Ignores the cloud walls, ignores the forest.
Oof.
That's a bit better.
Not if the
8
cloud wall's
to
not
the-
touching the mage.
Yeah, you
side.
got him. That's it.
Okay, one
He's
down.
gone.
We just went over this. Mage side has to touch the model, not the
Right.
stuff.
Yes. Oh, okay. I
We
get you.
just did this.
Yeah. Still looking at
You still have it backwards.
the
in your
way
head.
that Will was playing it on Monday.
So you're a defense 14 because
Well,
you're
as I recall, he wasn't playing
yes.
it on Monday.
but you're in my. I'm in your
Not
background.
properly.
Then,
That brings you down.
12.
Yeah, he only put it
12.
out, I think, 2 turns.
This guy's gonna shoot. He's gonna boost. No. This guy's gonna shoot.
That poor Kador Jack.
Yeah.
I gotta kill that dude.
He's realizing that
So
he can't
standing
use his
still,
guns.
I go up to
He has to get rid of other stuff.
Yep.
I go up to a 7, 8, 9. So I need a 3. Anything but. So he's gonna
Yep.
shoot that jack in the back, even if he's engaged. Anything but. That'll
Got
do
it.
it.
Yep.
Boost the damage. Dice minus 10. Or
Mm.
sorry, dice minus 4.
Good roll.
That's pretty good.
7, 8.
8 to the 5. Okay, this guy's going to go. He's going to try to hit you. You're a 10. He's a 6. He needs 4s.
Hits.
Hunter has a power 12 axe.
Off 8.
So dice off 8.
Is
6. 3 more damage to the 5.
Nice. Right arm gone.
Buy an attack.
Ooh, that's the axe.
Hits. And boost the damage.
Chargers
Dice off
can-
8. No damage.
It's dice minus 8. It's only a power 12.
Yeah.
But it looks like he
This
got unlucky
dude's-
with arms.
You
Yeah.
should be engaging him. That was
Yeah.
the intention. If that's
This dude?
yeah, but I mean, it's just his cape. It's hard to.
Yeah, so you're a
Yeah.
I'll just shift. So we'll buy. So he's a defense what?
Def 12.
Def 12.
They're all def 12. Except when they're def 10.
Just
Yeah.
before let me
I mean
double
your
check
back
it.
arc?
Yes, Connor, you
Looks like?
always
Well,
grab
if I'm
murder
engaging
ponies.
you, you should. Like, I think
Looks
you-
like you're placed this way though, because you remember you were hitting this guy. You
Oh,
charged in on
okay.
this guy, so I'm in your back.
Sure.
arc.
Okay. Yep. Go for it.
So that brings
doubt
you.
that
You're
it
a
matters.
13.
So
No.
13 base. So 11 is what.
Well,
you
it's a
hit.
6,
So
so
I'm
you
a
need
6,
a
so I need
4 instead of a 6.
5. That's hitting.
Yep.
Boost the damage. Pow 13.
Yep. And he's 14, 5 health. Oh, but he's only got the 1 left because he was the guy.
Dice
who-
minus 1. Okay,
Tough check.
Come on.
That
Should've
is
bought another
glorious.
attack. All right.
Dice game it is.
It is. It is.
God damn it. But he's knocked down now, so he's not engaging.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Nope. And he's only a 5,
Okay,
so
so
Yeah.
we'll shoot
he's going to have to spend.
her first. I
Yep.
don't know where her arc is, so I'm guessing it's
Let's go ahead. Yeah.
okay. So where's her arc?
So it's going to be.
because it's pretty close.
I think
to,
it'll be both of these guys if we follow like shoulder pad. Shoulder pads is weird. Head is kind of like
'cause if
this.
you
There's no
follow
arc painted
okay,
on
so
it.
it's
Eh?
the head.
Let's just
Okay.
go facing. Yeah.
This is what happens when you borrow
Don't
models from
Paint-
some
yeah,
asset.
who doesn't
Um,
paint his
so
goddamn
here,
arcs?
he's gonna shoot her. No. He's just going
There was an
to
arc
Spoiler, it wasn't me.
There's an arc on every model I brought to TGX.
Yeah. You didn't bring these to TGX, did you,
No,
George?
I did not. I brought Armored Core.
He's going to run and engage this guy.
Nice.
Ooh. Interesting.
He's running. He's gonna stop that point from getting scored this turn.
Yeah, but that means that model's dead.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
So
But it just
this
it
we've
does
got,
mean one less point
Cain's
that
gonna
Matt
go.
gets this turn. If
um,
he had
he's
no
going
real way to do anything else, at least he's contesting. Stave off death for one more turn.
Oh, is Cain coming up over that wall?
Cain can get some fucking work done. That's the thing.
So can Zerkova, though. The spell assassination is real.
Well,
If he doesn't kill her off,
It's going to go to there.
You moved over the square.
Oh, you're right. I would have to move the squire first. So we'll move the squire.
Yep.
Squire's just going to toe this zone.
Yep.
Actually, he's going to go right in the zone. What the hell? That stops that from happening. Cain's going to stand still. This guy is going to stand still. So Cain will stand still and shoot.
Cain gets 4
These are your
shots,
dice. I
which
don't want
is
to touch those dirty things.
Yeah,
That's why
just
I was
nasty.
missing so much.
I'm so sorry.
Cain goes up to an 11. You're a what?
12 with
Okay,
concealment.
So anything but. He's going to shoot this one.
Yep.
Hits.
And
You're
then
an
arm 12.
12.
And your base 12,
Base
right?
12, yep.
So he wants to get
So
rid of
shoot the
that
second guy with
unit
second
so that
gun.
he can
Hits.
not
And,
get
so
scored on
and
again.
then
Yeah.
just- this
Not
is
without getting
more than a
Zerkova
3 into
in
the
that
forest,
zone,
yeah.
which puts her in a
So he's going
dangerous
to buy a
place.
shot into her.
Hilariously, he can't
she's
shoot
a
that
what?
third one.
She's a
Yeah.
def 13.
Because
And
of the
12.
way the
And
forest
if
is.
you kill all the
So,
others, then he
anything
scores.
Hits.
Even though there's
We'll
only
boost
him.
the
It's just
damage.
him,
She's an
yeah.
what?
Arm
It only
15.
takes one member of a
Dice off
unit.
3.
Yup.
If he's the only member left.
It's going to be 4, so
Plus
she's
4
alive by
damage.
1.
And this guy will shoot. That guy standing
I think
still.
that automatically qualifies you for
Hits.
MVP
Pow
of the
10
game.
brutal
Yeah.
damage.
All my buddies are dead, but I held the zone.
Yeah, so that's
So
going to...
dead.
So she's knocked down right now.
Oh, I
she can't
should've-
actually be...
Oh, she
Killed.
can't be killed, right?
No, not
Not
until my
until-
maintenance phase. But she's knocked down, and then she'll disappear on my maintenance phase. If,
But I can shoot her again. with something
But there's no
no,
point in it.
she'll
Oh, she gets
she
cover or
she
something?
can't die until she just
Maintenance phase.
can't die until
You
my
can
maintenance
totally
phase. It's
shoot
called
her as
inhuman
many times
resolve.
as
Yeah.
you want.
Okay.
So
Funny
if you
story.
kill
I did a chain
one
attack
pikeman,
vortex
she'll go
blast
up 1 health
because of that
and
exact
she'll be
thing.
alive.
Oh no!
Because
this
I
guy's not
can
a
you
pikeman
can't
though?
get the chain attack
Uh,
off just regular
Let
pikemen
me
because they
double-check
just
it.
die.
Yeah.
So I just kept
Ah.
shooting
Breakers,
Sophia,
guys with- no,
and
let's say no,
everything
let's say
in a
pikeman,
3-inch
yeah.
AoE around her suffered a power
so-
12
Oh,
That's
actually, hold
with
on.
amazing.
Heartseeker,
Pause it again.
so signs
Let me
importance
just
on
check here,
damage.
'cause it says
and just
Iron Fang,
poof,
and
I
just
killed
wanna
like
read
5
the card, see
pikemen
if
with
the
one
thing is
shot.
Iron
That's
Fang.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Living friendly faction model is destroyed.
Mm.
So it's just living. So yeah, if he's destroyed,
And
then
she's so she's completely immune to any damage right
She-
now. I can't arc lightning into
yeah,
her.
Well, she
no,
can't
like she
go
she
anywhere.
doesn't die till my maintenance phase. I can read it to you.
Yep.
if you,
No, I remember this. I'm just trying to
It's,
figure out. There's
uh,
no way around
sure.
it.
No.
It says when
There's
this
not.
model is disabled, it becomes knocked down instead of becoming boxed. Its activation immediately ends.
Okay, this guy's just going to move up and engage the knocked down dude.
And Will's not going to let him finish
Um,
reading it.
Yeah, because Will's looking at his clock and
Ah.
realizing that
And
6
Time
minutes is
keeps
not
on
a lot.
ticking into the future.
I've heard that somewhere.
actually,
Yeah.
no. Can I take that back?
Yes,
So he's actually going to go
to her.
stand here
And
and shoot that guy.
how?
Oh, okay.
How?
Oh no, she's knocked down.
Oh,
Not engaging.
Not engaging. Smart.
That's gonna hit.
Hits. And POW 10 brutal damage.
All right.
Dead.
Yep. He's
Unless
got.
you
Yeah, no. that's
So
definitely
that
dead.
shuts down that zone.
So that stops all of that from happening. That stops that from happening. Let's deal with this crap over here.
So it's just these 2 left.
Yep.
To activate.
So he's
Def
I don't
13,
know.
arm 19,
I don't know if they can do
Def
it.
13.
arm
They can.
18.
Markov?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
Yeah,
move.
Or Def 12
because
arm
He's got a
18.
2-inch reach.
Well,
Do they have
He's
brutal
also yeah.
no, but he can pick
Just
3.
seeing If I can get, I can't get within range.
You
of
can just
that
do 3 damage, as I
thing
recall.
without killing him.
The
But he's got 10 boxes, right?
yeah, but he's also got a hunter.
Okay, so.
Oh,
we're just
okay.
gonna go over 2 inches,
Like if the hunter doesn't finish him off,
Yeah.
like that.
then the 3
So,
boxes is going to do it.
He still has
I'm guessing a
countercharge,
hunter
right?
can do
Oh,
so.
So I'll
I'm
let
sorry.
you
Yeah.
place
sorry.
that again.
Hang on.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Hashtag
That just
sportsmanship.
sucks to lose a
Yup.
game that way.
So much sportsmanship.
Okay, so you're a 13. I'm going to stand still. So
Yeah.
goes up to an 8. Hits you. POW 13. 3 dice. You're a 14.
So off 5. It's 4 damage.
4 damage, and then second shot hits.
Yep.
Dead.
That
And then this guy
was
is just going to
ridiculous.
shoot.
Yeah. That shuts down that flag completely, unfortunately, for Matt.
he has to. Yeah, scoring just became a nightmare for him.
Yeah, as Will. Can Will get there? No, he
he
can't
cannot.
get there to score, but.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
he
Well-
has just given away that model
Yeah.
because
I get
Zerkova
one.
can just
So you score
ice
1.
cream cone him to death.
Yeah.
Point.
Yep.
Because I can't get that.
So
zone
Will
there,
gets a point
so-
back
and
there.
You score nothing.
I score 0. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's 5-2.
5.
So if I score 2 points,
Yep.
then that'll be game.
Can he get 2 points?
Yes.
Okay, let's see
he
what
can
happens
yeah,
here.
yeah, he definitely can.
So 1, 2.
You have no
three.
more
Can-
units, but you do have a caster.
Yeah, you can
True.
get that
Ca-
caster in there.
All he has to do is
So
allocate
let's
3
see.
to the
This
jug,
guy
Yeah.
That's
takes
what I meant
this.
to do. I meant
The
to
jug
just
kills
station the
that.
zone, and I
Yeah.
didn't.
and then walks into the zone and wins.
Yes. Yeah.
I think
would
he
say.
sees that
So
too.
if I
Yeah.
get 2, but then you would go up 1.
He needs to
Need-
contest that other zone
He
as
needs
well.
to run her to that corner
Yep.
need
where,
this
where she
one.
can contest
I think.
anchor. No, she can't contest.
No.
I think I need this
So
one.
Ooh.
take the free strike on the jug and just run.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
you
I
just
think so.
assassinate Cain and win the game.
Like, I mean, the other option is to
With
walk
arm
the
on
jug
that guy.
around the
And
jack
Oh,
and
sorry,
just
this is still in your clock.
pound
Beat
Cain into the
But
dirt.
he's
Really
missing an
shitty.
arm as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's his
alright. I'll
axe
give you
arm,
the
It's
right?
game over on this.
Does it
time.
matter? Pound
guess we'll
19,
see.
one die on
It's-
Cain?
Isn't the
don't
axe
see
to the
it yet.
19?
Yeah.
What's the other one? He's missing his
15?
axe.
Yeah, but it's only if you boost to hit and then you hit Cain, it doesn't matter if it's one die for damage. It's a pound 19 and Cain's like
Fair,
a
yeah,
13
that's
or
true.
something.
Yeah.
It's dice plus 5 and then you roll another die. It's not as good as it could be, but
Can he hit him with 2 dice though? What's
that
Kane's
is
defense?
actually a
Twelve
good
inch
question.
stick.
Cain. I
This
think
one.
Kane's defense is fairly high. Base 17. Yeah, he needed 10 on 2 dice.
Oh, he's looking to see if Zerkova can run it
Ah.
because he killed something and Zerkova lived.
What's she's a speed 6.
Yeah,
I don't.
12,
Mm,
and there's a chunk of force there.
yeah, I don't think.
I don't see it.
No. I mean, it's not the full zone there, but it's damn close.
All I needed to do was toe that zone. Damn it!
Ooh,
All this hunter needed
Oh,
to do
to
was
step
move a
in.
micrometer.
Yeah, as it stands right now, he's gonna
So,
go to. It looks like.
we need a judge
Yeah.
call about whether righteous vengeance triggers because she's.
Well, you would still get it, but you get.
Did
3
she die?
inches.
She because you didn't kill him, right? So she did die.
Oh,
but you killed this guy back
I
here
did kill that
afterwards.
Yeah.
guy.
So
Yeah.
she
And it
healed
was
up to
within
1 health.
5 inches.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
'Cause I
she's
don't know
fine.
whether he was
So
in
he-
5 inches because he was.
he was.
Yeah,
sitting
he
right
was
here
definitely
on
in
between
there.
the
Okay,
zones.
yep,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
good. So
Yeah.
she heals one.
Okay, so she heals 1. So this is where righteous vengeance. She's knocked down.
Doesn't
but
matter.
So maybe she doesn't.
Uh,
Get
I don't
it.
think she does because she needs
No,
to be standing.
No,
up
she
to get
wouldn't.
righteous
That
vengeance.
Yeah.
sounds good.
yeah, that is correct.
Not
Yeah,
good.
it's
you
not
know.
her
knockdown-
actual
A
activation.
knockdown model
Yeah.
cannot vengeance.
Right.
A returned model can
Oh,
vengeance.
yeah.
Yeah, hashtag clocking.
This guy's knocked down as well.
Matt's got 27 minutes. Will has 2
Yeah.
and change.
Yeah, Matt's
Let's
got all
see
the time to think about this.
Pick the jack up. Throw it at the horse.
Oh, man, that's tricky. You did
Like,
something
I mean,
Yeah, because now you're not.
what
good, so
happens
you'll have to
if you
stand up.
miss?
Yeah.
He
Which means you won't be
deviates
able
and
to run
lands
over to the
somewhere
Yeah.
farther away.
True.
So the question is, what's preventing Matt from scoring that bottom flag? What
The
does he need
horse?
to?
Oh, the charger, sorry?
Is there a charger there?
The brown charger.
Okay. My eyesight is terrible.
There's a brown charger right above that
Mm.
last, or that,
And there's nothing
Great
there
bear.
that's going to take that charger out.
the OK Bears of Gallowswood can't do it, unfortunately.
Right. Now
See
the other
what
question is,
Zerkova's
what
gonna
turn is
do?
this?
See where he's looking at Zerkova?
Yeah. She's looking at runner to both zones.
Yep.
Yeah. So she can score both. And that,
He's not a
And you know
solo,
what
though.
that allows him
No,
to
he's
do?
not.
yeah,
So he
that
can't
allows him to
score.
disengage that jug. Yeah. And yeah.
She could, but she'll take free strikes.
Zerkova can take out
And they'll
The
be fine
pony.
by
the pony,
free
no
strikes.
problem.
Yeah.
She has a Weapon Master shield.
Oh yeah. That's that's disgusting.
And she's Mat 8 natively or 9 natively,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, that's really good.
So she probably has that horse's number.
Yeah, I think either way, I think this is strictly turned in Matt's favor at this point. I believe they're on turn 6.
Yeah, but
Do you
the
have a
problem is
10-inch
he's
stick?
so short on models.
I do.
He has one.
Right, he
two,
just needs,
three,
but he
four,
needs to
5.
contest for one more turn.
That's true. Oh, that's true. If he can just
He's
stay
already ahead by
ahead-
3.
If he can just stay ahead.
Yeah. I think
I'm not sure he's thinking of that.
I don't think he is. I don't know if they remember what turn it is.
Do you see him looking at the
Yeah.
I'm running out of models, Will.
That's the idea.
I just need something in there.
That's where you run, Zerkova. That would no, she can't contest. Sorry.
No, she cannot contest.
Okay. We
If
haven't
Zer-
actually gone into my phase yet, have we?
if
No.
Zerkova can
Okay.
contest, then it would be
Just hand it out.
The good
folks.
thing is Matt's got all the time in the world to sit and think about this.
So I think I'm going to not give this to this guy.
Really?
Jug
So he's
doesn't need it.
gonna
He doesn't need it.
disengage
That's
What's he
true.
gonna use it for?
Yeah.
Try
I
to
think
toe
that's.
that.
He doesn't
I
need
think
to kill
that's
that
how
thing.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
Try
on
to
his
get
own.
inches of movement.
He
yep.
literally needs to
I don't
just
know if you can
punch
make
it.
Can
Getting
stick?
around that squire unless you trample the squire. No, I guess you can. Yep.
Just to tow it, I think there's enough speed.
So he's gonna contest that,
And
Mhm.
Squire is
and if he can get
death
over
armor
there, and then he can
Squire's death
control
armor,
the
13, 14.
2.
and
and
5
then
health
win it.
boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
He just needs to contest that top zone.
Sorry.
And Zerkova has Pathfinder.
Yes. Okay.
Zerkova is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I've played against Zerkova a few times now, and she is a fantastic caster.
The problem, like a lot of casters, the problem with
Mhm.
Zerkova is she's in a faction with Butcher 3. Right? Like, I mean, though she may be
Okay,
an
let's do
amazing
something.
caster
Okay.
by
Yeah.
herself,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go.
when the other option is,
Zerkova,
well, I could just
the
use
1,
Butcher
3
3 and
there,
kill the
1
world.
there. Zerkova's gonna go first. So she's going to. Where's oh, sorry, is she staying on one? No. What a
It's in the
small
forest. It's in the forest. Yeah, schmutz.
base. Sorry, I keep cheating over here.
I don't think you're cheating.
Touchy. She's
Oh.
looking at ice creaming.
Ice creaming the squire.
Ah. Yeah,
If she ice creams the squire,
that's that zone.
that's that zone.
But he still needs to contest.
Oh,
so
man.
I assume
No,
he's
what's he
planning on
ice cream?
rugging the juggernaut.
Yeah, runs the jug.
What do you think, Will? Is this inside 6 and 8, 14? Do you have a 14 stick? I just
It's
want to
on
know.
an 8 right now. I've
Oh.
got a full clearance right there.
Just use a
Okay,
use a
can I borrow the
14
stick
inch.
for 14 because she's
Mhm.
got a speed of 6. So I just want to see if she walks forward, if she can, because she's got a spell that goes 8.
No, you're out
Just out, eh?
Yep.
By a hair and a half.
by a hair and a half.
Shoot. Okay. So in that case,
Interesting.
what's the range on
Hmm.
that other spell I like?
That's the range of that.
Well, you got to remember, she
Okay.
has all the awesome.
So here's
Oh, yeah.
where she's going to.
So, he's got both Frost Hammer and Hex Blast.
Just so that
Hex
she
Blast
can.
is a power
Hex Blast.
13.
She just
Yeah.
wants line of sight
Yep.
here, but hiding around the forest as much as possible.
So
Let's
she's
see,
got basically
Hex
Hex
16.
blast is the 10, so
Inside
she can
10
get the hex
inches,
blast for
that's
sure.
inside hers. So she's going to activate. She's going to move to there.
Yep.
She's going to boost the Hex Blast into Squire.
Can she use
And
the
then she's
plus
going to
5
shoot
range?
her magic ice cream
Oh
cone
my
at this
god,
guy.
yes. He's
gonna
not
boost a
thinking about
hit.
that.
Yeah.
And he is deaf.
13.
13, and I'm a 5, so I need to hit an 8 on 3 dice. Just got it.
Crying out loud, you have
And then I'm going to boost
awesome
the
dice today.
I'm gonna boost
Ah.
the damage on it, and his armor
Both
is
have
Uh,
awesome.
Yeah,
it's
I don't-
15.
15, so it's
It's
dice off
funny
2.
how
It's going to be
that
6
lens affects you, hey?
That's enough.
And then
that-
I'm going
So
to
that's 1 point.
Then the jug
activate
runs.
this juggernaut,
Mhm.
and I'm going to
Smash that.
just move him, because you're not countercharging me or anything. I'm just moving him to there.
Mhm.
But then I'm going to punch this guy.
Mhm.
Or actually, first I'm going to ice axe him.
'Kay.
And his armor is 13.
His armor is 13.
So 6 hits. Miss.
Just boost a
Gonna punch
hit,
him?
Matt. Jesus.
6 hits. It's a 15.
Okay, charger is a 16, so dice minus 1.
Dice off 1
That'll do
is 8 to the 5.
That's pretty good.
No, it won't.
Oh, it's a charger.
Yeah,
Okay, I
axe
thought he was
attack.
swinging on a pony for a second.
6 hits. Miss. I'm going to buy an axe attack. 6
Oh
hits.
my god.
Miss.
Miss. I'm going to buy an axe
Oh, the
attack.
throw.
6 hits.
Miss.
Boost the hits,
Shoot, man. That's not good.
When you need to hit.
Oh,
so
that makes me so sad.
This guy?
yeah,
Is he going to go for the assassination?
No, he doesn't have the focus.
that might be the thing to do. Actually,
No, it's not.
No, it's really not.
good question.
You're not going to hit him.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
Matt.
totally what he's gonna do.
Just so you know,
yeah.
I will warn you, Cain has a def of 17.
That throw should have thrown. So
Don't, you know.
next week we
Yes.
go over
don't
power
limit it.
attacks
Go
with
for
Matt.
it and not be
Yep.
like, haha, 17, douche.
And how spells work, and how AGTM work with
Yeah,
Will.
yeah.
So that guy's standing up.
So what I'm gonna do
Mhm.
is, good question.
You know who can hit King? Zerkova.
Stand up with her.
Mhm.
I mean, I'd
She's
make
only
her
on
attack
$1,
this
so
guy.
she's
a
not
mage.
taking that free strike and
No.
keep him going.
He's gonna hit.
Hits.
Yep.
Pow what?
POW 13 Weapon Master.
Okay.
It's gonna be enough to kill.
She's done.
No, just bash him with a shield.
This guy's gonna come back this way.
So he stands up.
And you got 1 inch on you?
Yep.
So he's going to stand up, and he was not facing you, but he's just going to move to 1 inch,
Mm-hmm.
and
Engage that charger.
that's 2 inches. So he's just going to move to there just to engage both.
Oh, Great Bear gonna try for the swing.
Do it.
It's not gonna be enough to kill the charger, unfortunately.
No.
Well,
Great Bears ain't
So
nothing
he
to fuck
moves,
with,
so
though.
does he get his
yeah.
attacks?
Well, that's what I was
Knock
saying.
down to
They're
it.
weapon masters, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how many boxes that charger has left.
One more model.
It only
That's
lost 8
true.
to the 1, I think.
Oh, was that the first time it had been damaged?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
You-
those great axes are only P plus S11.
Okay.
God,
Dice
I
off
keep
4.
forgetting why they're so horrible. No, but they don't have
Move up here.
they
Sorry.
don't have
Try-
weapon
go
master
ahead.
Yeah,
enemies.
I'm
They
going
have
to go
flank.
for it.
Oh.
Okay.
And
So
since
no
he's the
attack
last
of
guy,
opportunity.
it's
God,
P
that's
plus
terrible.
S11.
Just on the
Yes.
edge there.
Remember
So
how
he
I
got
keep
one
calling them the
focus.
OK Bears
So I'm
of
gonna boost the
Gallows?
hit.
He's got an arm out, doesn't he?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
they took away a lot of the
he does.
things
He has
that
his
made
right arm
them
out.
really,
So
really
he's
good.
going
Now,
His
to.
axe?
I
his
will be the
axe.
first to
So he's gonna
admit that in
punch
Mark
you.
II they
He's
were
gonna
overpowered.
Boost a hit with
They
the
were just straight deadly.
Yeah.
punch.
But
Okay.
I think they
I
got
need a
hit too
10.
hard.
That'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a POW 15.
Okay. Cain is a 13.
He did hit.
Yeah.
13.
With the 15.
So dice plus 2. It's going to be 6 damage.
I will.
Negate
Drop it to
5 of
1.
that.
Yep.
But he does have an engaged cane.
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
So,
That's everybody.
That
So
is
I'll
everybody.
go.
you want to
Uh,
give me a couple minutes because we used a couple minutes on my
Yes. Yep.
talk?
Oh,
We'll just take a
sure.
couple minutes.
Yeah,
off yours,
okay.
So. Okay.
so that's 1 and 1.
I don't remember when
Yeah.
that happened.
I
So,
don't either.
6-3.
Okay. So I'm thinking
What turn is it?
we may as well just go for the assassination. at
Can
this
you
point,
nip out there and ask them what turn it is?
since
Because
these
I
two
think
guys
that was
both have
7.
Clear lines of sight on you. We are at turn
Ooh.
4. Beginning of turn 4.
No, you are not.
Really?
Let's go 5.
You're actually at turn 6.
Is it turn 6?
Yeah.
All right.
'Kay.
That's fine.
Oops.
What's Zerkova's armor?
15.
No.
Def.
Def?
15.
Four,
armor
I'm
15.
Yeah.
15.
But it is definitely not turn 4.
Every time you score, turn your.
Yeah.
He's not engaged. Cain's going to go first. She doesn't have stealth or anything?
No.
Okay. So,
It doesn't work like that.
Cain. Oh, I can't see through the forest that way.
There
it
we
has to
go.
be on
line
her,
of,
yeah.
If it's on her, I can ignore line of sight. I can
Yeah.
ignore forest for line of sight. Can we get to her? I should not spend. I can tag her. We may as well, because Cain's
I'm
going
gonna
to be...
flip it back over to your clock. Okay. That's
Okay.
been about a minute and a half on
Okay.
mine, I think.
We'll do that. So it's touching her.
I wonder if he thinks
So
it
you got
has
14?
to also
Yep.
Touch the forest.
touch the forest.
I'm going to pause.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's more
good.
his control.
Oh, no,
yeah,
it's his
so
control.
Close. Yeah, you just tag
You
her.
say
Yep,
yeah?
put it on. Yep.
So that happens. So he's just going to move forward. Oh, she countercharges,
She
correct?
can countercharge.
Right.
Ooh, can't move up. Yeah. The hunter's engaged. Cain is engaged. And he can take the
Cain's
attack
gonna
with the
move forward.
fist, not...
2 for that.
Yeah.
So he'll get the full attack. And it's
That's
+2.
it's gotta
I think
be
it's
added.
just outside of 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Right. He's going to move to here.
I've watched the free strike, From
Uh,
where you
right, so I would have had to go out.
would have had to
around.
loop pretty hard, I
3
think. Because
and
it would
3
be like
looks pretty good. Yeah,
Okay,
I think
yeah,
I'm
okay.
still fine. Sorry, I'm just running low on
It's
time.
okay, I know.
So he's
Go for
gonna-
it.
He's going to take a shot.
I have a nasty
she's,
tendency to do that
15.
when
Yep,
I'm low on
15.
time as well.
Okay.
Just like make
That's a
moves
miss.
Yep.
without measuring.
Okay. The charger is going to move forward.
Yep.
Within 12.
Yep.
He's going to shoot.
Yeah, so it's 15. He's got a hit. He's a 7.
Yep.
6.
So needs a...
Six.
That's a hit.
Hits
Power
the
13,
Chris
so
when you
dice
roll
minus 2.
14.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14.
14 damage.
13 damage. Wow. You said
Okay,
dice
I'm
minus
gonna-
2, so no,
yeah.
11 damage, my bad.
Okay, so I'll
um,
burn 5 of it for 6
Okay, and
damage.
the second shot hits.
Yeah, remember the double
dice
boost
minus
off the
2.
charger is so good.
Yeah.
4 or 5 damage.
And I'll just get rid of it, yeah.
These guys are going to go.
Will
This
is
guy's going to stand
what,
still and shoot
under
at
the
you.
minute now?
Yep.
Yeah, there. He's got a
I should
minute.
have given focus to them.
Yes, you should have.
So he goes up to a 9.
Hits.
That's a hit. Boosted the damage. Your half your armor is
Is, 8.
8. So 6. So dice minus 2. 4,
I'll
5, 6, 7.
Burn the 5 off that, so for 2 damage.
Okay. This guy's going to go forward
16 seconds.
and stand in the zone.
Yeah,
And
good call.
shoot.
I think.
And
7
hits.
plus 7 is 14?
Yep.
It's a miss because of 15,
Okay.
right?
Shit, should have boosted it. All right. So that assassination's not going to happen.
Slap the clock.
Cain's done. I am just going to
What's he got?
activate.
13.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
I think that's pretty much game at that point. Because this guy can go to here. I can get 2, but I'm out of
Right.
time.
Okay. Great game.
Well, that was.
I think it was yours. If you had
Wise.
another 3 minutes, I think
yeah,
it's
if I would
yours.
have been able to think that through,
Hey
given
guys,
them
could I
focus.
get you to come in here so we can talk about it?
That was the big one. Just being
That
able
was-
to give them focus.
That was
But-
very tight.
How much were you down to?
I had, let's read it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 9 health left.
So if I had been able to give him focus, I would have hit. And then dice minus 2,
Yeah, like that.
I would have done it.
Man, I thought for sure he
I
could have
was just
taken
trying
that
to
jack.
blitz.
I was like,
so just trying to blitz. So,
Keep grabbing.
man, that was a great game. Down to remembering not to, even though if you only got like 3 minutes left on your clock, not to rush.
yeah, okay, come on. That was a good game, Will. That was super tight.
So-
Wow.
Good game, fellas.
Well, there was some mistakes made, I think.
It's
but
pretty close.
Lightning round.
Oh, nice.
there we
We're
go. I
not
was just,
doing a
I
lightning
was just flipping to one that
I love
had
the background screen.
devices.
yeah, device not found. I just figured get something so that people could watch. So awesome game, guys.
Yep.
The couple little notes. One, you guys really need to keep track of your rounds.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yes,
'cause seventh
because you
round
only
the
get
game ends.
7,
Oh, yeah.
and you really should have been the one watching that because you were ahead on CPs.
Right,
And
that's
it's
my
whoever-
job to...
Well, whoever's ahead on CPs is the guy who
I
wins.
think we were going to clock ourselves before the 7th round.
Yeah,
anyway.
but it's just
we were
something
doing
to
a
watch.
good job up until we started getting panicky about it.
I think that was probably your guys' last turn.
That was probably turn
That was
7.
it.
That was
Yeah.
probably.
We'll have to go
10.
back and look at it because I
Yeah.
think you were.
We'll
right,
watch
it. Was 6.
Well, that's what we got
I
this
think it was
for.
6, but yeah.
So things we
You almost
noticed.
killed me.
One of them, Will, your theme bonus does not give boosted attack rolls to solos.
Gunfighter.
Only AGTM and the
It's all arcane gun mages.
no,
Just the units.
it's
Okay.
just units. So Black
Oh,
13th and the
got it.
Oh, well, the only
and the other
I
guys.
think
It didn't
only
really.
came up-
You had to
Yeah.
hit Def 10
It
for
only
most of
came
it. I
up
think.
with the riders anyway.
and
so-
and
Yeah.
a note on Gunfighter. Gunfighter is still shooting if you want the brutal damage.
It was
Oh, you
under
can't
his
charge for that.
He was under feet. He totally could have charged with it.
Ah.
That's
Yeah.
one of the things that
But you couldn't
Gunfighter
have
lets you
shot.
do. But he literally could
I
not
didn't
have
think
shot.
of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Matt,
Okay.
the correct answer was to throw the warjack.
Yeah.
Power attacks are a thing.
Power
sir.
attacks are-
Right.
thing.
Okay. Which one are we talking about? Are we talking about when it was a
Right at the bottom,
circle
the-
and
no.
throw him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of
Pick up
trying to-
warjack,
Yeah.
throw at other warjack.
Yeah.
Where you missed all those.
I've missed like 4 in a row.
Well, but in his defense,
Power-
in his defense, it was better for him to clear the charger, and his jack should have kicked that charger's ass. I got. super
But if you
friggin'
want to clear it, just throw it.
Yeah.
Out.
yeah,
So-
sure.
So
Now-
my thought there was, I roll the power attack. I get 1 die roll. I roll the smash it to
boost
death
it.
with a hammer, or smash it to death with
But
the.
you still need 6s. That's
Yeah.
So-
dicey.
Yeah. So
I noticed.
well,
I
see-
know.
See, the thing is,
Don't rely on 6s to win.
and also never rely on actually being able to kill something because it's a dice game
Yeah.
and dice
Ooh.
happen.
So you think boosting the throw,
Yes.
throw him out? That's
A
the game.
boosted 6
Is going
to
to be
throw away
better
is
than.
a lot better than just.
a boosted
hard
6
six
to
But,
maybe
I
do
mean,
3
that's
damage.
hindsight's 2020.
Right.
And
Well,
yeah,
I know
yeah,
what you
we're
were
not
trying
playing.
To do. You were like more worried about my jack coming in behind and killing Zerkova, which was
Absolutely.
I had. So all I needed to do there was figure out a way to disengage with you, or just
Yeah.
take the free strike and hope.
But if
that I
Matt
saw
had
some
thrown out,
Oh,
he would have
absolutely.
won.
That's win. That's
Absolutely.
because
I'm
there's just
just
that
saying
1
that-
point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
it's-
Oh, I was
So-
so happy when I killed the squire, and I was like, okay, come on.
Yeah, I
and it was
saw
like,
that.
I got 5 swings at this guy, and he's
Yeah.
a
You can totally
light
kill
warjack.
You
He's
know,
dead.
The funniest part was you got. It was awesome because you literally every time you needed a roll. You
Oh,
got
with
it
the ones I
until-
needed, I
do
got.
I know.
It was funny because
until
you
I-
kept commenting on how amazing Matt's dice
Oh,
were.
I would.
Oh
I'm not
my-
denying.
Yours were.
This
like,
guy, first half of the
unbelievable.
game, is
Yeah.
rolling like 15s.
Yeah,
That's his
yeah.
average.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
absolutely.
was brutal, and that feet turn was just disgusting.
You
So
Yeah.
the
all
rev-
those Ulans.
so here's a question: the
Yeah.
revelation of how does Mage Sight actually work?
Right.
Do you feel that changes the matchup?
Not really, because now that I know how it works, all I need to do is drop it on his jacks instead of dropping it. Because now you can.
But you need Cain within 14 inches.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it
which is fine
forces
with
Cain
Flicker.
forward
Yeah.
more,
Yeah, it
and that's
forces
why
him
I'm
forward.
wondering whether you feel.
I don't feel it does because first off, Kador has a really tough time hitting Cain.
Yes, that is absolutely.
That's
true.
like a big deal, and Zerkova didn't
Most
have
people
a lot
do.
of.
He's tough 17.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I don't mind moving Cain forward, and with Flicker, I can often get him.
You
just
can
in
move him
behind
out.
Well, you
something
can
or-
mage sight then flicker away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the mage sight, now that I know how it works, I think mage sight's actually better.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I
you
would
just
say it is
pick that
strictly
one
better.
Because
model
I just,
and then
well, instead of doing what I did, which was try to cover the forest and your clouds, I just say, oh, forget about the clouds and the
I just
forest.
want
it
to
on the
shoot that
model.
model.
And just put it on those
Yeah,
models.
that's
Which
yeah.
feet turn, what I should have done was thrown it on those models and then killed all of his jacks and killed all of his. Because I would have killed all of those pikemen anyway, or a large portion of them, because it was
Yeah.
the horses that did most of the damage in the end.
Yeah.
And then the jacks could have focused down your 3 big heavies, which would have
Right. He really
changed-
shot them
that
up.
would have changed the
Yeah,
game.
I think you needed to. I think you needed to get Cain. You were playing Cain too far back.
I
so
don't
that you
think
could have
so, but
gotten the
I
mage
can
side.
see
So
why
here's
you
my
would think
question:
that.
was Zerkova too far
Yes.
back?
For
Yes.
your yeah.
For the feet, she was.
the first 2 turns, she was way
Okay.
too far back.
Yep.
Fair
When
enough.
when we saw Fort Zerkova go up,
Yeah.
we assumed that she would be cuddling those
Right
jacks.
behind Fort Zerkova.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we could see that
Yeah.
the mage site wasn't going to make it to
All the
jacks
way,
in the
yeah.
back.
Yeah, I thought for sure she'd run first turn.
Yeah, and,
And I thought about it, and I thought I'd rather not get shot.
well, yeah,
yeah, that's
like,
fair.
It's a
absolutely.
tough one because that's
until
the
you
game that
play
Cain
the- yeah.
plays.
And
Cain
until
just
you play
says,
the
like,
matchup
and
a
know
bunch of
the,
times,
like,
you
know-
don't know, right?
I like-
And I, don't
was-
think, I think running forward, especially with all the shadow, where I can just drop. His,
So
the
so here's
stuff
what
in
I
his
thought.
way.
I thought turn 1, I was like, I'm gonna run because this was like I was like I'm gonna
Right.
do it. That's just what you do with Zerkova. You run forward. So I was
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the board and I was like, and if he feats turn 1, I have like I was just looking at all the hunters
Yeah.
and chargers and I
So
was like,
I think she should have at least been in the trench.
I agree with you. I
Yes,
agree.
yes,
Closer would have
You
been
should've
better.
stuck to the trench
Yeah.
and played to that side
Yeah.
That's
the whole
fair.
game, and not to concede. Like you did well with having the pikeman on the other side,
For
because it would have
sure.
taken me 4 rounds to clear the pikeman just to get a jack over there.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Why Markov on the side he was on instead of on this side with the Ulans? Why was he on the Ulan side instead of the pikeman side?
He started pikeman side. He started like center pikeman ish, and I just wanted him within 16 inches for when he shot my other solo off. I wanted to be able to score that flag.
Which
Okay,
was
that's
important.
what it was.
So that's why I
That's
cheated him pikeman wise, but I
Yeah.
just wanted the 16 inches.
Yep.
Because I
Okay,
knew
cool.
that solo was
We
going to
all
die, and I
want
wanted that
16
point.
inches, by the way. It's a dream we all have.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think. I
Yeah,
think
good
the-
game, fellas.
I think the matchup is that matchup. I mean,
Yeah.
it went exactly the way I wanted it to, and
Yep.
I just need to get a hell of a lot better on clock and a hell of a lot better on scenario.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I had just towed that defender into the
Yeah,
zone,
that one.
would have
Then
stopped you from
Yeah.
scoring
Yep.
a point. Like all those little
towed that.
There's
That's
a
true.
bunch of times that I could have just stopped you from getting points that I just didn't do it.
Yeah, and I think the speech that we gave Matt is the same thing that you have to remember to do, and it's something I have to repeat to myself at the beginning of every turn. It's how do I lose to assassination? How do I
Right.
lose to scenario?
Yeah.
And,
And
in my-
then when you're playing your turn, it's how do I win with assassination?
In
how do I
Matt's
win
defense,
with
though, I don't want to just say like it was an easy solution, because the reality
heck
was
no.
is Matt did a really good job of
Yeah.
using his counter charges to keep me from just moving into those zones.
Yeah.
Like I
all
had
those
offered him like I can get
countercharges.
something there. No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can get something. No, I
damn
can't.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't like I wasn't thinking about it. There was only a couple things. There was that damn hunter that I just needed to move a millimeter for 2
Yeah,
rounds.
into that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would have changed.
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Anyway,
I was
All
really
right,
happy
well
when
played,
you moved them
gentlemen.
out.
Yeah, it
All
was a
right.
great game. Thanks everybody.
I gotta get
We're
going
gonna
home.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we're gonna sign off now.
Shoot. Yeah. What time is it? Bye.
Bye bye.